Alrighty, chat. I'm back. I do apologize. I don't know why my stream crashed out really badly. I think it was just suffering ever so slightly. Hang on. I'm trying to save it just to make sure, like, if anything could change. I forgot to mute and deafen myself so I don't interrupt those guys. Okay. If I go full screen, is that going to interfere with the stream? There we go. Okay, everything looks like it's back to stable. I'm just not sure what happened. Okay, so I'm going to pause the stream on that side. I'm going to pause the stream on this side. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Just in time to finish.
Yeah, sorry. I don't. My PC went
the next time
fully offline.
Again, some of this copying and pasting is,
Yikes.
Yeah, and when it did that, it corrupted the initial stream. So, Slice, I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna pull your footage and
Got it.
So that's also a big
put it up there for viewership.
So
Gotcha.
you can see them, you know, all armors, they have these like soft rounded bevel.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the my own
And
engines.
you can see them on, let's call it like small armor or like, you know, small PCs, but they are also on the bigger ones, like here.
Oh, look at
Gatling
your guns!
guns!
And there
Look
is
at your
a
Gatling
difference.
guns!
You know, it just feels more natural.
It's all the Gatling guns
I
you
haven't
can
seen the
want.
Gatling guns. Where?
And also
You
the
stupid!
I
God
missed it.
damn
Come
it! I was about to cuss, bro.
Whole stream
Oh, on the
Gatling
fire?
gun. Yeah.
Oh, are they on that ship? Okay. That's the one from the trailer then.
Oh my God, that's the OG
2 feet
fighter.
away from it.
Brother, all you were talking about were guns. You finally got to see guns, and you weren't present for it.
I was looking away because I remembered I should adjust my chat box to make sure it doesn't show up on the VOD.
Oh no, you're
I
fine.
have working eyes, but they don't help if I'm not looking. Oh, hold up. That's- never mind, I'm good.
See it like everywhere, basically.
I just realized my VTuber model crashed too.
VH3 and Space Engineers 2 is that
Okay. I was
almost like
confused by
every
a thing that was not an issue.
Yeah.
They've been saying in cinematography that like some
I'm always
Yeah.
confused, my friend.
making a way that every frame in that movie is a masterpiece or is like a picture that you can hang on a wall. I feel the same, or I want the same for Space Engineers too.
I think one of the first competitions we do will be a screenshot comp. Sorry,
Yes.
I cut you off there. Will be a screenshot competition because there's so many beautiful locations. Marek, could you just quickly do the? Let's imagine that the Reds have taken over this green station. Could you just replace the green station with red again with the paint tool? So get the paint tool, and then we'll see this. Just to show, like, this is super satisfying, guys. When I was playing, that you can, you know, just well, I guess find some green, I guess.
I can replace the whole.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
yeah. No, just do the middle
Just
mouse button
one.
on the green. I think it'll probably calculate a second here.
You can replace only one color?
Middle mouse button.
Yeah, there we go. So now if you zoom out and go out the other side, you can see how it
Yes.
replaced
Yes.
only the green with the red. So
Okay.
it's
Oh.
satisfying for quickly iterating.
Yeah, left
on-
mouse
and it's
button,
weird,
hold
like, I've
all.
never seen
That's
the
Middle
actually
mouse
really
button
cool.
replace
It's always
color.
been the green station. So that was.
Oh, that's so good.
That's so satisfying. I like that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. I see that. I see the height right there. I knew you guys would love the replace. So
It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
And all the reflections, lights, shadows,
You know how long it always takes me to paint? Oh my god, I just saw the drills for the first time. That looks sick.
Maybe one last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look like diamond cutters. Those are really nice.
Proper meaty augers.
So all these little details that you see here, you know, are like real geometry, not just some fake lighting. And what we also did is we call it voxel ambient occlusion. So in the distance, you can see these white areas
it looks.
on the voxels,
Look at that.
on the asteroids, that are kind of like enhancing.
That looks so
the
gorgeous.
Geometrical shape, you know, and then it feels better. And actually, the geometry,
It
the
looks
feeling of the
crunchy.
geometry.
How it should be.
The stars look amazing too. Oh my god.
Crunchy.
Brunchy. I can go for brunch.
Engineering and building game. You want people to actually feel the shape and the
Yeah.
geometry of everything. So that's what's also driving the art style. That, you know, the lighting, the shadows, and the color choices, they all need to
Yep.
enhance the feeling of the geometry.
No, 100%, 100%. And I think that the team
Let's
has
turn
done
some
a
people into Christian
magnificent job.
now.
Marek, it's coming up too much. Marek, the players are asking about the cable on the engineer's waist.
Yep.
Is there anything you can say about that?
Oh my god, are we gonna have actual cables?
The comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was just too many. There was
Tethers. No, you don't have a jetpack, you're tethered to
Just
things.
cable.
There is no real functionality to it.
Damn it! Oh, come on!
for now. Who knows? You know. But yeah, so that was it.
I got so
It
excited.
was the chat was full of cable mention, even when the stream was starting. So, but it's very nice to see the cable, this like physics in the cable, right? When it lands like that. So, can we get?
It would be
couple more
cool
things
if we had
on
like
landing,
holsters
Marek,
for the
first
for our
person
pistols and
shooting
rifles.
I think we can move
Yeah.
on for now. Even though I'm sure you guys would love to see more. But there
I
we
didn't
go,
see the
landing.
cable he was referring to.
Oh, on his hip.
It's on his head.
Bottom right.
There we go. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
He's just flapping about.
Yeah.
The lower
There you
race.
go.
Sound, the animation. It's
I mean, that'd just be the similar
Awesome.
sort of thing we
Okay,
used to.
guys. So
put
that was our
themselves in
gameplay session
international
today.
space station, won't
Obviously, you can expect some.
Starting to
more
want to
gameplay
use that
coming
cable to
very soon.
ratchet strap
I
a
can't
grid onto
wait
another
to share
grid.
with you guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really good.
You gotta do a toe.
And we're gonna
Yeah,
bit of final destruction then, Marek.
time for space tow truck service.
Dude, I love that.
I'm about-
We got you covered.
I love that gun. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Good, thank you.
To show you what
Okay,
the destruction.
so
That is proper
we're now
destruction.
going
Now you
to
have to
go back
actually
for a second.
rebuild your grid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're back. We're back in the.
I really like
just
The real,
this.
in the real world.
the real world, exactly.
Back in the real
So I'm gonna
world.
Turn this down, and I'm going to put this up. And I think now we're going to introduce our first guest. Is that right, Marek?
Yes.
I mean, actually, I'll just before we carry on, I'm just going to get mouse and keyboard back.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm going to ask again, guys. I also question for the chat. I always like seeing. Can you let us know where are you viewing from today? Let's see how diverse the
Marek's
viewers
basement.
out there. All 10,000 of you guys. I'm really curious. Who we got representing? Who? Okay.
Base repossession. Failed to pay space tax. We take your ship.
So I'm gonna just exit. Oh, that's okay. Actually, this won't. This is fine. I'll just exit the main menu here.
Ooh.
Great. I'm going to scroll down and see. We are first going to introduce Carol. So, Carol, I will need to. This won't be as smooth as I thought. We need an extra camera person. But, Carol, please join us here as I move to the three-person scene. Okay, but give me a second. I gotta get
Three-person
up and move
scene.
the camera. Yeah, but you
Oh, he's
can't
got the
see me.
plushie. I just saw him right there.
You, okay.
I have the plushie too. I have all of them.
No, not yet.
Check out.
So we do not have to stay for the guest stuff. We could veer off into just chatting amongst ourselves for a bit.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'm going to. How do I? Oh. I promise I'm a professional streamer. Okay. Close window, and then I gotta move everybody's
Almost there.
figures on my
Carol,
screen.
welcome. I'm gonna turn
Loud.
Hold up. Where is the reactive? Where's the reactive?
Oh god, I gotta mute the other stream. There we go.
Oh, there it is. Aha!
Close all of that, and I can put all my stuff back to
I'm
normal.
gonna put you guys right here. I'm gonna move myself over.
Let's
Booyah.
grab my VTuber model.
Boom. Off-screen interviews. Nah.
Nah,
right, so-
living up to the name of our
Oh,
podcast, just yapping.
I just realized I never started my mix it up, which means my merit display is not working.
I feel like
That's a
we're having
first.
having a YouTube.
That's
Oh, no.
that's a first for mistakes.
Why? What happened?
No, I didn't start my merit counter isn't visible because I didn't start mix it up. Apparently that's weird. I normally do that first. Oh, you know why? It was because I was making the thumbnail.
Oh, gotcha.
I was preoccupied. A tad preoccupied.
Just a tad.
Occupado.
Streamlabs froze on me, and I don't know why. There we go. All right, give me my guest, please.
I'm just kind of winging it to see.
I want in on that. I want in on the friggin' the beta. I
Yeah,
want in on the
absolutely.
alpha. I want in on the pre-order. I want to build. Must construct.
Must destroy.
Nah. Must construct. Gotcha. Enjoy your chill, exotic.
Yeah, catch
Thank
you
you
later.
for stopping by.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. Using the Fugi was really... Oh, I just realized my face tracking... Oh, my face tracking isn't working. Oh, well, you're just looking at me stare at you intently, chat.
It's just staring into your soul.
That's so funny. I didn't even notice that.
I'm gonna start by map. Why do I feel like the first thing I'm gonna build is just gonna be like, you know what? No. I'm gonna continue the tradition. The first thing I built in SE1 was a small shuttlecraft. I'm
Was
going
it?
to do the same thing in SE2. It's just a small shuttlecraft with a small number of ion thrusters and 2 forward-facing guns.
Okay.
I built what I thought was a good-looking ship, but it turns out to be a ribbed for her pleasure. I thought I did a really good job, and then somebody went, "Dude, it looks like a gentleman that's ribbed for her pleasure." So like, no, yeah, I'm gonna kill it.
That's every spaceship ever made has always been like that. I feel in my.
Ah.
Oh man,
Jeez Louise.
that's hilarious.
So what ships do we want to build first?
I'm gonna. I'm genuinely gonna look at getting my Viper up and running again because I haven't. All my blueprints I deleted, so I actually want to like sit down and build something proper. Because like for the session over on the Adventures Guild server, I was just messing around with whatchamacallit, with the NPC grids. I was running around just capturing them left and right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Laura, what about you?
I don't know. To be fair, I tend to wait until until I get the artistic wave come over me before I would decide what to build. It probably will be somewhat small and nippy just to wrap my head around the new building mechanics.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do my my little shuttle first. What about bigger grids? What first larger combat vessel do you want to make?
For me, I'm definitely gonna end up rebuilding the Husker Adamant, so for like a V2 version of the for Fed.
Hmm.
I have a nasty habit of deleting my designs, so I have to start fresh. So I don't know. It probably again would be somewhat boring, like a carrier maybe. I do like my planetary assault ships though, so it could be something designed to land on planet and take
Nice.
off. Yeah, something like that. I tend to like the like rib design underneath where everything can hide them and just drop out of, onto a planet and then drive off and the ship can't go off. So I'll probably do some more like that.
Have wheels built yet, right?
We didn't see any.
Didn't see any. I'm gonna
No,
think they
it's-
don't, and they're probably gonna introduce it when they introduce planets.
So think of it like how SC1 came out. It's going to be essentially that.
I was there after wheels came out.
No, SC1 introduced platform. So platform was one of the first things that came out after it was open space with the asteroids and stuff. So they're introducing everything off of the platform map.
Okay.
So you'll get to see all the cool blocks. Hopefully they'll have grinders. They already said that the assemblers that they have there are not going to work.
Okay.
So
Vertical
it's just a
slice.
prop. Yeah.
Vertical Slice 2 is introducing survival, which will probably introduce all the refinery mechanics and things like that.
Yeah.
But again, that's probably a good 6 months, a year away from launch, something like that, I'd guess.
I'm thinking for my first larger ship, I'm probably just gonna build like a scout corvette type thing, but I'm gonna give it a hangar bay. So that
Oh,
way
that
I can
sounds
put
really
my
good.
little scout craft inside of it. Small scout. Buzzsaw through somebody with a bunch of Gatling guns.
There we go. I found my first ship I ever made and put onto a workshop for people to.
Boy. Oh yeah, can't open Steam. Can't open the Steam store page. Should I even bother trying to launch a Space Invaders to just look through blueprints?
No.
You know what, hold up. I can do that through my file location.
Yeah, I was gonna
Just have a
say.
look have a look at my stream.
Oh, hang on. Let me pull it up on the side.
Yeah, I built that like 4 years ago when I first started playing. And
That's weird. I'm not seeing any blueprints in my file. They better not be gone.
Yeah, okay, 2 years ago. Yeah, I grew up playing a lot of like Colony Wars games and things like that, where the capital ships were very blocky and.
Did I move my ships?
See, that's what I first tried to make in Space Engineers, and then you see what other people are building, you go, yeah,
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
going to keep mine away. I'm just going to put mine away.
God, that's so funny. But honest, all spaceships are phallically looking objects. I mean, damn,
Plus, that's one of the most effective design shapes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's normal. As weird as that sounds.
Okay, I know why I can't find my blueprints. I backed up my folder. I moved it elsewhere. We're good.
Oh, gotcha.
But I have everything. We are still clear.
Yeah, super looking forward to the smaller building blocks. And then also the smallest block you can paint is one of them super small blocks. So I'm now imagining somebody just going absolutely ham and making a drop dead gorgeous paint scheme on the ship using this.
Stars has human ships with jump rings.
You know, the really small, blocks that you paint at a time. I think they're going to be some amazing paint jobs. I'm seeing eagles and stuff being painted on.
I'm literally just flipping through blueprints and trying to remember what everything looks like because I don't even remember half of the stuff.
Yeah, every time I see a ship with a jump ring, I think there's a ship on it in Eve online. The name escapes me, but that has one of them rings, and that's what my mind keeps going back to.
That's funny.
No ring supremacy.
No ring supremacy.
Jeez.
Yeah, really good building mechanics on Sword of the Stars. I
Yeah.
like that. I always ended up playing the Crow people because the more ships you had in the fleet, the faster they moved.
Is that true?
But that's good. Yeah. Well, each race in Sword of the Stars had their own different way of faster and light travel. and I can't remember particularly what we're called, but we've got like the crow people with really angular, dark avian shaped ships. And the more of them you put in a fleet, the faster the fleet moved, and we didn't have.
Morgie?
Yes.
Crum has been punching the name in chat.
Yeah, that's it. Crum. Yeah. The flock drive. Yeah, absolutely. Larger fleet, faster removed, and we didn't have to stick to FTL lanes like the humans. Yeah. Oh, there's one of them weird bugs who had to go slow burn towards the planet. Then they could build a jump ring, a Stargate, and that's how they'd travel. Hiver, yeah. I put way too many hours into that game. And then they arrived. Yeah. Yeah. Once the Stargates were set up, no matter where you attacked in their territory, their entire fleet could get to it instantly.
However, you make fun of them and then they arrive.
Yeah.
You thought you knew what you were talking about.
It was just like you rang. Ah.
Nice. I don't think I've got it on Steam anymore. I got it on CD, so I might have.
So now we got major plays coming out for 2 different space games now, coming soon. That I'm looking forward to now, and I'm like, yes, we are going to be occupado with all the space.
Occupado.
We're gonna take up all the space.
Oh no, I do have Sword of the Stars. I've got to complete. Why were other space games updating?
Is it did Homeworld 3 release yet? I don't remember.
Yeah, that released last year.
Is it good?
It was just kind of mid.
I only recently started playing what's it called? Battlestar Galactica Deadlock.
Oh, such a good game.
It's fantastic. I was sad. I was like, oh, okay, they're on season 2. And then someone, I think it was TH, told me like, oh yeah, they stopped making production. I'm like, why? It's so good. I found them.
They did a release style that I strongly despised. But that's just me being an old fogey complaining. Yeah, car game mechanics are really good. Come on, I'm of a generation when you bought a game for 20 quid, you got the whole game. They didn't then try and sell you chunks of it that they took out.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you can absolutely just buy the core game about Deadlock and have a fun time.
Yeah.
Give me Deadlock.
Give me spaceship.
I mean,
Spaceship. I want to be like Benny from the Lego Movie, just spaceship.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, Battlefleet Gothic 2 is a really good one as well.
Which one?
Battlefleet Gothic 2.
Oh, I'm gonna write that one down.
That's really good. That gets out of hand pretty quick.
Classic. Trying to. Oh, Sins of a Solar Empire and Sins of a Solar Empire 2. That's another one.
Oh yeah, Sins 2 is really good. Played it with Captain Slice. We had a stream, didn't we?
What now?
And we got absolutely shown up by somebody else.
Oh goodness. With Sins of the Solar Empire, yeah, Sins 2, yeah, we did. One of my friends that I brought in just absolutely slapped me.
He sent you back to the Stone Age?
Oh no, he took over and he could have sent me back to the Stone Age at any time, and I was like, I don't like this. I just didn't like the pace. I couldn't keep up.
Yeah, I mean, he was a really well experienced player, but I'm sure if
he plays a lot of space games competitively, including Stellaris, which he taught me, which I learned faster because it's slower paced, or you can control the pace.
Yeah,
Stellaris.
The battlefield doesn't change.
Yeah, that was something new I had to wrap my head around for changing hyperlanes. I live in a system with only one connection. 10 minutes later, surrounded by enemy planets.
Jesus. Solaris was given to me. I never had a chance to actually play it. The person I was supposed to play with,
goodness.
they ended up getting super busy, so it kind of just sat there. I know Blue has wanted me to play that. Blue's wanted me to play Ostfront as well. Completely, that's not a space game. I'm sorry. I totally got myself confused. Speaking of space games, I am officially going to announce that the Adventurers Guild will be slowly stepping back into Helldivers 2. It seems Sony has cleaned up their act quite a bit. And I'm still mad at them. I'm still mad at Arrowhead for my own personal reasons. Not going to get into it on stream. And we'll be diving back. We'll be diving back literally into Helldivers 2. So a couple of people, including Slice, because I went from only having 24.
I was waiting for
DMs.
one particular fix.
Yeah, no, I was. I had 24 DMs at the end of the night yesterday. I was like, okay, cool. These are non-priority DMs. I can get to them tomorrow morning. I had 127 DMs as I was in the middle of playing Helldivers. It was muted because I was using my highlight tool to just capture some pretty funny moments. And and then when I clicked off of it and I looked and I finished playing with Vo, Dr. Brill, and Neo Vortex, and all I saw was the 127 DMs. Like, what the hell happened? Did something break? So before I even touched the DMs, I went straight into all the chats to be like, okay, is there anything in admin? No. Is there anything in the server masters? No. Is there anything in this? Is there anything in that? Is there orders that probably that went wrong? So I went through every single thing, but looking at the DMs themselves.
It was literally just, wait a minute, you're playing Helldivers?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, but you're playing Helldivers? You're back in Helldivers? Can I join you? And I'm just like, Jesus Christ. This is why I've been...
I was even looking at the join request. I was like, wait a minute. Did something change? Because, like, I was waiting for the regions to unlock.
So regions are unlocked. Only select regions aren't due to their local laws. So it's unfortunate. Okay. But everybody is technically back, but people have just stopped playing it altogether. But since the new update with the Illuminate, previous players are slowly coming back into the fold of it. And a lot of Helldivers communities are starting to be on the rise. There are some pretty cool communities out there. The Val's Armor Ops being one of them, the Val Armor Op platoon, and the Adventurers Guild platoon. So we're hoping to come back and have a little fun with it, I guess.
The Illuminate are difficult. So were the bots when I first started fighting them. Then I got good. Yeah. So I think I'm going to start putting Helldivers back on the roster for gameplay.
There you go.
Because now that the regions are unlocked, that was my bar to action. So now that that's gone, I'm going to full send it and put the old cape right back on.
Yeah, we played a hell of a lot of that over at VAO. Some might say a bit too much.
We lived on that. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, on my replay, I wasn't gonna share my replay for Steam. It has Helldivers as one of my #1 games. That's how much time I put into that community because it was just so much good. So I had oh, sorry.
My what is it? Brains just stopped. Oh yeah, it doesn't account for War Thunder on mine because I don't play War Thunder through Steam.
Right.
But that would have been my 3rd most played game of the year. And
really?
I played it for, I think, like 3 months.
That's funny. I might have messed
for me, pretty much Armor, Space Engineers, and RimWorld of all things. Well, yeah, if you're looking to have a game of Stellaris, hit me up. Just don't. If you don't have every DLC for Stellaris, between me and you and the people watching, don't buy them.
Oh, don't buy I have just the base game.
Okay, so if you're playing with somebody who has all the DLC, you will have all the DLC in the multiplayer game.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I have most of the DLC.
Yeah, it's expensive. It
is.
You know,
it's pricey.
It's typical. I can't remember devs, but they do it with every game. They release a barely a game and then sell you slices of it.
Let's see. According to my total playtime of games, My top 2 Space Engineers made up 28% of my playtime on Steam, and Helldivers 2 was 23%.
Oh shit, that's actually pretty cool.
And I played those games in different phases. Actually, no, Minecraft would have been on the list as well. My top 4 games were War Thunder, Minecraft, Space Engineers, and Helldivers. No doubt in my mind there.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, I clocked in like 1,500 hours in Space Engineers in like a year and a half. Played that game way too much.
And speaking of Helldivers, I think I'm going to get that installing in the background.
Yeah, I got mine.
Yeah,
I got mine installed as well.
It's peer pressure.
Wow, in the time I did play the game, I logged 141.6 hours.
Oh, did you? That's awesome.
That's 80 gig.
Yeah, 80 gigs. It is not a small game.
Did you calculate that?
I can't
by
even
hand?
look at the store menu on Steam. It's still falling apart.
That's hilarious.
I clicked on the store tab and all I got was the loading screen of death. And I was like, all right.
We're doing crossover stuff. I'm kind of, yeah.
Crossover with Killzone.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Killzone is a good game. What's the crossover? Oh, it's just the armor. Oh, okay. Meh. It's not really like my cup of tea.
I mean, I might just be a whiny person, but I don't. I get, that they have to keep making money, and the season passes now begrudgingly have had to become a way of doing that. But does anybody remember Killzone? Is anybody old enough to remember Killzone out of us old fogies?
Including the Wasp launcher.
Honestly, yeah. I grew up with Kills. I remember when it came out. When I was working security at Comic-Con, and they had Killzone 2, and it was wow. I remember all the cosplayers for it. They looked. Oh my god, the cosplayers for Killzone looked amazing. Wow, that's an old
Shadowfall earlier.
Yeah, that was like an old PlayStation classic for me.
Yeah. It's a bit of a left field thing to cross over with. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being an old fogey about it, but
well, when you think about it, here's why it's smart. Helldivers 1. That was around the time that a lot of classic games were around that time. So with Killzone being one of those classics, their armor fits in, if you think about it, with the Helldivers.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
No
so-
doubt it, but
Omens of Tyranny.
Killzone was about fighting other humans.
What do you? I'm not gonna say a word because I think you're missing something here, brother.
I might be missing something. But
You're 100. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. When is the next time you're going to play Helldivers? Let me ask that.
Whenever it gets installed, I know the Illuminate uses enslaved humans, but there's a difference between fighting enslaved humans and people who are just from Hellgas.
You fight each other. Do you not see how many times Helldivers shoot each other in the face?
Honestly, I'm very, very tempted to rotate. Actually, wait a minute. I might play this game for Sci-Fi Saturday. Because I don't have a Sci-Fi Saturday plan yet.
They are absolutely missing a beat by not having 40K crossover. Why haven't we done that already?
I cannot wait for them to actually do that because that's going to actually come out really
That would be
well.
amazing. Yeah. I did absolutely miss the introduction of the Illuminate though. He drew 1 minute. He went, I can't wait for Illuminate to come out, and then look, was Illuminate.
I'm gonna be honest. I loved Helldivers 1 was like chef's kiss. So when I heard they finally released it, my core thing was okay. did they give me my tank back? Because I want my Bastion tank. That was always my favorite thing. Because you had 2 people in the tank, you had 2 people running infantry escort. It was so much fun. And I know for a fact that they've released the recon vehicle as a stratagem spawn, just like the mech suit. And the mech suit, like my 3 usual stratagems are my stalwart machine gun, that becomes my primary weapon, the jetpack, and I rock around in my mech suit. So those are my 3 primaries, and then my final one is mission critical for us. Like, okay, do we need mortars? Or do we need Gatling guns? Do we need special rockets? Do we need the spear? So like I will have that last one on reserve, and then my primary weapon. I usually, if I have to play seriously, I'm playing with the Diligence counter sniper because I'm always engaging from distance. That's if I'm fighting the bots and if I'm fighting the Illuminate now. For the bugs, I just use whatever I want because both are the bugs.
So we had, so I take anything that sets stuff on fire. So incendiary auto shotgun, incendiary mines, fire bombs, just because it's fun.
Yeah, I always laugh when people use the incendiaries on the bots because I'm just like, guys, that's not how they work. They're not made of flesh. You don't understand.
I only started doing that when a member of I'm going to stay as vague as I can so nobody gets insulted. A member of one of the communities I play with decided that because the specific weapon was friendly firing at a higher rate than every other weapon, but it was to be banned. So I specifically started taking fire as a middle finger.
Jesus.
And I ended up just really liking it. Like you don't just ban that one bit of kit because you don't like it. We're no longer using it. How about you kiss my?
I don't believe in banning kits. I like working together with people to be like, okay, hey, this is what we're looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. I went to go to the bathroom and came back.
Welcome back.
What were we saying?
No,
and shatter the conversation like a bull in a china shop. It's just like
just discussing loadouts we like to take. I like to burn things. Obi puts a bit more thought into it than I do.
Yeah, because with me, I like coordinating with people. So it's like, okay, hey, this is what I'm thinking. This is what we work with, and 9 times out of 10, it works better with squad cohesion, and it's really, I don't know. I just like it because it feels nice to like coordinate with people, and cause that's why if I have to play by myself, if I have to play with randoms, I'm choosing to play by myself.
Yeah,
I will solo it. I don't care if the difficulty is upped by 50%. I will solo it.
Yeah.
But
I personally just like to make things explode, so I usually just bring as many explosive weapons as I can stack.
Yeah.
Usually at least one weapon that I can actually just like take stuff out when it gets close to me, because unfortunately that happens more than I'd like. Usually that's the big iron.
So usually, this brings me up to my other point. And with games like that, I will ask people at the beginning before I start my stream or recordings, are we looking to mess around and find out, or are we looking to play super serious and sweaty, or are we just doing casual? So majority of the time, everybody says casual, where we just simply coordinate, okay, this is what I'm going to have and whatnot. The very few that play sweaty means we're in competition with someone else, or we're doing something for charity or whatnot. So we were actually just like locked in, and then of course mess around and find out, which surprisingly not as often as I usually come around. It's basically we do whatever we want. If we get friendly fire, you're not allowed to complain or be upset because we all agreed we're messing around and we find out. So yeah, no, like that. So like if I play Helldivers, or any even space engineers too, space engineers as well. I will ask like, hey, what is our play style? So this way I don't mess up the cohesion.
Yeah, Mom, they unlocked regions, so I'm coming back. I'm downloading the game right now.
Yeah, it shouldn't take me too long to get it
Oh,
downloaded.
installing. We're done.
I installed after installing it last night and getting all those
Crap.
messages.
I just stopped. I just did the wrong thing.
I actually kind of want to build a super destroyer, and because my ship, what's your guys' ship's names? Mine is the Wings of Democracy.
Okay, you know what? Hold up. I am launching the game. I was gonna wait until afterwards because my brain was like, wait a minute, should I be launching this in the middle of a chat?
No, do not launch
John-
it while you're in the middle of this. What is the matter with you?
We're doing space engineers.
What do you
Hold up.
mean
Oh
you're
God.
launching
Why
it
did
now?
that show up? I don't know the name of my ship, so I have to like pull it up to remember.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Secretly.
sit. I'm not going to play this game in the middle of a podcast. That's a terrible idea.
I remember years ago I was on a podcast and the people were just insulting each other left and right, and I got bored, so I launched Minecraft and was just building something, and then I didn't realize it was on my stream, so someone looked over and goes like, "Hey, Obi, yeah, you know you're on a podcast, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, why? Why do you have Minecraft up?" I was just like, "Oh." And they're like, "You're playing Minecraft while you're on a podcast with us?" I'm like, "Well, you guys are just being rude and interrupting each other." And then I was proceeded to be banned as soon as I said that. So they didn't like the truth.
Once got caught playing Minecraft, I think in a CAD class in high school because I kept getting all my work done. And then the teacher caught me and was like, I mean, as long as he's like, I'm not mad that you're playing it. As long as you got all your work done, I don't care. It was like, he just wanted to scare me.
I could see into your house. I'm in your walls.
Yeah, for me it was RuneScape during IT class.
IT class. Oh, right.
Yeah, we were learning how to do Excel spreadsheets,
God, playing Robocraft in Bible college.
and it sailed completely over my head. So me and my mates just kind of hid away, kind of playing RuneScape. About 20 years ago now.
That's so funny. I remember when Space Engineers first came out, I downloaded it onto a flash drive. And I would, in the middle of class, if I was like super bored, I had my laptop, I started playing Space Engineers. And one day, that we were doing, not presentations, but we were all just like, he was just like talking and asking questions. And I'm always like on my computer, and if he asks me a question, I won't even look at the professor. The professor was asking me a question, and then as I'm explaining everything I'm not going into detail of what the class was. I do apologize. I'm keeping it as vague as possible. And I'm going into detail and explaining. I'm using examples. I'm quoting references and stuff. And then he asked a particular question that I didn't realize. He goes like, so what can you tell me about the thrusters about this ship? And I started going into thrust theory. And then I went,
no.
wait a minute, thrust theory? That's not what this class is. And then because he saw me look up, and I couldn't find him. I was like, where the hell did he go? And he just taps the top of my head, and he goes like, are you playing a video game in my class and somehow still answering the questions correctly? And I'm go like, yes. And he goes like, it pisses me off, but I respect it. Stop doing that. I closed Space Engineers.
Okay, so I forgot that my ship was named the Paragon of Conviction. There we go. I got that out of my
Paragon of
system.
Conviction. Yeah, mine's the Wings of Democracy. That was what chat voted for when I first played the game. Oh man, it always.
I think Val's got one called like the Virtue of Family Values or something like that.
No shot.
Founding
That's
father of family
hilarious.
values.
Oh my god. We should do like a whole thing of like what's everybody's ship name, because I still have to do like the official announcement in the Adventurers Guild about, all right, we're back. Oh, we're diving back into Helldivers now.
Yeah, we started picking it up again over on VAO.
Yeah.
Discord, so I suppose I best get it installed again. But we go through games so quickly over there, I give up trying to keep up.
Games for us in the VAO group. We were literally just passing horse around. We use them up until we're done with them, and then we're back again. Those poor games. Like, what was the last game we were like so obsessed about? Was it crap, what was it called?
Barotrauma?
Yeah, Barotrauma. That was one.
Yeah.
Valheim was another one.
Yep. Carrier Command as well. That was really good.
Oh my god.
Everybody got really excited to play it. We played it once.
You know what it was? We were all we were lagging and struggling, and I think we had like 6 people on a ship that's only designed for 5 people to operate. So we had one extra person who was just running around doing extra things, and it was getting confusing. So we got burnt out really quickly. I'm like, hey, stop touching this. But
the Valheim Chinese Steel Factory. That is why you do not leave TH and Zap alone.
Oh my god! I was yesterday. I was playing. I was playing not Helldivers, Ready or Not with Zaf. Me and him, we're moving through. We're breaching the doors. We're communicating. We know exactly what we're doing. TH joins. All hell breaks loose. We're like, okay, we're gonna sneak it through this door. All you hear is yeet, and he kicks the door in. And then he gets, and then we start taking fire.
How was the new DLC for that?
I love it. I was super ecstatic to present it, and it is so much fun. It's everything everybody has been asking for that game. So if you're into squad tacticals, I do recommend that game. Oh,
yeah, I'll get around to getting it when I can afford it.
I want to do a giveaway for it, so I'm waiting for stuff to come in. Once I get that information, once I get like finalizations and stuff, I'll start doing giveaways again. Same with Space Engineers, not Space Engineers 2 because, well, one, it's too relatively new. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not buying your beta access. But yeah, so we have that. One thing, just I'm trying to think of other space games that we have. There was one that was super important. We have to crush bugs. They destroyed Buenos Aires.
Starship Troopers?
There, finally, someone caught the hint. So Starship Troopers Extermination has been stepping up a lot. So I want to start, and we have our own platoon for VAO and the Adventurers Guild too. We have the OG name, the Roughnecks, and I have received emails of like, hey, can we please have that name? No. I managed to secure that with extreme prejudice, so that is our username.
Absolutely not.
So like, I was super excited. No, the guild is the Roughneck. That's what I just. What is he not listening?
Yeah, no, they're agreeing with you. They're agreeing with you. They're like, can we have?
Okay.
The
VAO.
Pizza and Crumb are like, no.
Oh, okay. I thought they were correcting me. I'm like, what? What do you mean? I just said that. I will say. I will say this. I love the Starship Troopers community because the amount of open communication. If you don't communicate, everybody ignores you. Like, just simply like, communicate this is what they mean in Starship Troopers for that community. Using the ping system or the quick react system to be like, hey, this is what's going on. Hey, this is over here. Everybody loves that. You don't have to be on your microphone. But if you're just running around silently building things when we're telling you in text chat, hey, don't do that, we're trying to coordinate here, then yeah, you're gonna piss everybody off. I remember one match on Starship Troopers. I put out over the net, hey, put all 4 bunkers around the drop quickly. So we had 1 bunker, 2 bunkers, 3 bunkers. Where the hell's the 4th bunker? On the other side. And then the person was then they started building the electric fence like in the most awkward place. Like, no, don't build that. We got to do it this way. So we tore down that bunker. We rebuilt it, and then all of a sudden we had doors around us, and we're like, no, don't build the doors. Build 2 layers of walls. That's going to be better. It'll hold them back, and then put the turrets in the corners. And then we were going over the strategy and stuff. And then this one person walked over, and we didn't realize it because we were busy with the walls building. very quickly that he tore down 2 of the bunkers and replaced them with the electric fences. So here's the thing about the electric fences and the doors. The bugs are designed in air quote virtual nature to go for the doors first. So that's why you don't want doors on your in your inner perimeter area. So use the walls to your advantage, and then use the half walls to like stop them, and then set the fences in key positions where the machine gun can crossfire, and then you have your entire infantry line set up as well. And
He was trolling, or he was insistent on being super. Is friendly fire a thing in that game?
yes.
Okay, so
but the
if
problem is
somebody's being
you get
stupid, you
punished.
can shoot them out of the way.
You can no longer commissar someone. You do get punished after a few times of stupidity. Yeah. So, and the one thing I do like
What
about
if everybody helps?
even if everybody helps, you get kicked though, and then you got to sit on a cooldown. It kills your vibe. So ultimately, I would love for them to introduce a proper kicking system, but I also don't want a kicking system because people already have that trouble with Helldivers. So, the very, very last time when I ever played with randoms was I had all of the samples. So I ran all the way back with with every single sample I collected. I put it at the drop site and I left it there. And then as I came back, one of them activated the extraction, which was the person who was hosting us. He picked up all the samples, and because it wasn't on my person, he kicked all of us, and the samples were gone. So all of us got kicked. We were in our own sessions, and it was just like, I don't know what happened to the other 2 guys, but I'm just imagining it. It's just like, are you kidding me? So then I ran back to extraction, like, okay, I'll just pick up the samples, and I'll just extract since the extract is coming anyway. They're not there anymore. It died in his purse. It didn't drop the inventory or his weapons or anything. So it was just like, shit. So that was the very last time I ever played with randoms. So that's why it's like, let me solo Helldivers. I don't care. I will be John Helldiver.
Yeah.
We run that.
I need to get back into the grind.
Starship Troopers Armor 3 mission not too long ago, didn't we?
Oh my god, like I can't go. You know the story of what happened with me and that Starship Troopers thing. So I can't go into detail about it on stream, but that was single-handedly that's my number 2 campaign of this year 2024. My number 1 is the Knights of Reichland. Brother, that was so much fun. Like I was the bunny knight because my helmet had bunny ears on it, and I was the lieutenant, and Thomas was the captain.
I'm so lost here.
Yeah, and we had I'm sorry, not Val. Val was the Zeus. So Typhon was the first lieutenant. Oh God, I forgot what he called himself in game. Terry was the second lieutenant, and then the third lieutenant. I'm sorry, sergeants. And then the third sergeant was Cajun. So, it was so funny to be playing that, and so I get heavy into roleplay, as Malric knows. When we're into something, I get into the roleplay very quickly. So part of the roleplay is that if the captain gives an order, I repeat the order to the sergeants repeat the order back and repeat the order to their troops. So, and at one point, I was talking to Typhon, and Typhon's like, Obi, I'm the sergeant. This is my squad. And I'm like, I'm aware it's your squad. I'm the lieutenant directing you what to do. And he goes like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes. And then Catan goes like, he's not telling you what to do. Everybody turned to him and said like, he's telling you to do this.
I broke my broke a rib like 2 days before that. And you know how funny that was. Yeah, so I was streaming it, and I was laughing so hard. There were times I was screaming in pain, but laughing so hard. Just been near Terry.
Oh my God, Terry was so goddamn good. Dude, because you know how Terry is, so I'll give him an order, and Terry will go, huh? 1, 2, 3. Men! He breaks into character instantly.
And that was it. I could not stand near him. That entire thing, I'd be at my keyboard for like 2 minutes, and then I'd be walking around the room crying in pain because I'd been laughing so hard at him.
It got to the point where I told Thomas, I was like, hey, Terry's just gonna hang out with you. I'm gonna hang out with Cajun and Typhon because he keeps making me break character. And Thomas goes, I know, it's great, and he runs off to him.
Yeah, that will. We're doing it again at Christmas.
Oh yeah, December 22nd, on
Yeah.
Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. GMT. You guys can catch us as the Knights of Reichland again. We ride to protect. Are we fighting Santa? Or I don't even know the storyline. I just know Santa's involved.
I think we're rescuing Santa.
Are we rescuing Santa? We're saving Red One. You got it.
What's the story? Who knows?
This is gonna be so. And then I accidentally misspelled the word Reichland, so I swapped the I and the E when I was doing the promo for it. But that promo caught a lot of attention to people because they're like, "Wait, you guys are gonna be doing this again?" Because apparently it was very well received. I didn't realize how many people loved seeing that stream of us just act naturally. Our natural chaotic selves formed an actual night group. That's how good we did.
I got shot by friendlies so many times in that mission.
Oh yeah, I wonder why,
jealous.
Mr. Magical Knight. That's right. He was a fire wizard, so we would set up a firing line. Him and the dwarf knight TH would run into the front of us, and then at one point, Typhon goes, Obi, what do we do? They're in front of us. And Cajun is like, yeah. And then Terry goes, Obi, say the word. And I'm just like, well, we got bad guys coming. Fire through. So my new golden rule is if you enter our firing lane when we're in the middle of heavy fire, you're going to get shot through.
Yeah.
That no longer counts as an Obi incident. It's just like, stay behind the firing line or flank around us. Don't walk in front of us. And people have been learning very quickly.
Yeah, it's, I
For me, I'll just dive through it.
No, you
I
die.
still remember those shorts from Helldivers when I dove through your line of fire like twice.
I was like, all right, Slice, I'm going to suppress fire. Okay, proceeds to stand in front of me and gets suppressed.
Shield takes the hit, and he's like, "You are so lucky you had that."
I'm glad they don't have
One
an
time I
auto
jumped in
kick
front of
system.
you. You were driving a mech, and I just had the shield, and I was like, "I need to get to the other side." Heck it, we got the shield. Boom! Dives through the Gatling gunfire.
I think another funny moment with Helldivers was when your dad was guest starring with us, and
Oh my goodness.
he was like, dude, the giant, I forgot what they call him, but it had the chainsaws and it was chasing him, and I was just like, I told him, all right, get down. He doesn't get down like how I expected him to get down. He goes to dive to the left, and it goes like, get down, Mr. President. I shot through him, cutting him in half, and then I shot the guy with the two chainsaws, broke him in half, and I was just like, huh. This anti-material rifle really is anti-material.
Yeah. Obi being surprised when his anti-material rifle goes through materials.
Dude, the amount of detail Helldivers has is out of this world. I will tell you that.
Yeah.
Like every gun. Like, have you noticed? Like when you first get the gun, the dust cover is actually locked, and then you fire it, and the dust cover is open. The revolver, the bullets, like if you still have like one round in the chamber and swap the magazine, that round seats in there as the extra bullet. It's so satisfying, like how they built the game and all the mechanics and stuff. Like, if any of you haven't,
From the Devastators are the bigger ones, the ones who usually carry the shields and everything else.
you're a Berserkers.
Those
No tier has the right
Yeah.
name. Berserkers are the ones with the
Berserkers are the
chainsaws.
ones with the chainsaws.
Yeah.
The Devastators are the bigger raiders.
Yeah, those are
Ones
huge.
that are more heavily armed, usually
So-
with rockets. I call them devies.
So speaking of the automatons, I have constantly, like, I would say, like, hey, I'm going to suppress the automatons. Everybody's like, no, just shoot them. I'm like, no. Why? I always keep trying to show people this cool aspect about fighting the automatons and also fighting the Illuminate. When you fire towards them in a suppressive manner, they actually react exactly how someone is being suppressed. So, and
They
it's
take cover.
they'll start to take cover. Their shots will not hit you properly, and then when you stop firing, they start to suppress you, and then you see them start to advance on you. For the Illuminate, you have the variants, and the walkers, and then you also have the actual Illuminate monsters that you have to fight as well. Those ones will actually start to take cover, damage, and whatnot. And then the walkers and the variant types, they're just going to charge you. It doesn't matter.
I don't even know what I don't know what the Illuminates are called. I haven't met them yet.
Well, I'm going by
Yeah,
what the
no,
old.
me neither.
I'm going by what the old names are. I know that yep, they call them the voteless. But I feel so bad. Like when you kill the voteless, pay very close attention to them. It's gonna break your heart. It's
Is the voteless? Which ones are those? The possessed?
So yes, the voteless are the ones that are overtaken. So
The zombie. Okay, yeah, the zombie apocalypse. Got it.
yeah, I don't use the Z word.
Oh.
I call them walkers.
Oh.
So
Do not politicize zombies. Zombies are zombies.
no, it's not politicized. That was a reference to The Walking Dead. So in the world of The Walking Dead, they never use the word zombies because Quentin Tarantino movies
not
air quote didn't
dead.
exist. So so to make it unique in their own world, they didn't the word zombie didn't exist. So they called them walkers, biters, nibblers, chompers. They had every other name you could possibly think of. So that was actually a light reference. It's not political at all. It's just a silly little reference for those who are Walking Dead nerds like me.
Interesting.
I will settle for living impaired at worst.
The living impaired, that's me literally.
Yes.
I live impaired for my entire life.
No, I stopped watching Walking Dead after prison season. So
Never seen it.
I stopped watching I stopped watching it.
Mortality impaired.
mortality impaired, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Helldivers 101. Jesus.
Yeah, we did. We did.
It's Vapor Crabs!
His
Hey,
immensity is the title? My brother, what do you mean?
so Crabs.
I've never seen your Twitch handle before.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. And I'm sorry, no, it's been a long time since I've seen his Twitch handle, so that's really funny. So Crabbo, you asked about the transferring of grids. So it is
Yes!
with regret that we God damn it, Slice. I was gonna fuck with him. I'm sorry, I cursed.
Sorry.
God damn it. I was gonna mess with him. Yes, so you can transfer your SC1 grids to SC2 as well. It's a grid exporter. It's very cool. And just note, if you have modded blocks or if you have any of the DLC blocks on there, such as the bigger guns and stuff, it won't transfer over. So there's going to be a list of things you can transfer over and things that won't transfer over. So just pay attention when you do use that tool. I'm really excited. Damn it! I was going to mess with him. I was so excited to mess with him. You're fine.
I got excited.
Oh, there we go. I got you.
I can't hear your soundboard.
Oh, you can't hear it? Hang on.
No.
Is it coming through?
All right, gotcha, Crumb.
I had it on low. I forgot. Because it's 5 times louder in my ear.
Oh yeah, don't they have like a cannon turret now?
Yes, they introduced that. I was so excited. Like, it's super powerful, and it's sexy as hell.
My bonk redeem is not coming through. I don't know why.
The bonk?
Wait a minute.
It's going through on my.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I think
No,
my mic.
the bonk. No, Crumb also redeemed the bonk redeem on my side, and it didn't work. I have to fix that, and I don't know why it's not working.
Aw.
But yes, now I want to go hell dive once more. I need to get my skill back together.
What skill?
Yes.
Honestly, the second I played yesterday, I was home. I was doing really well with and there's a rifle which I was super excited to see in the game. and it's called the Constitution rifle. So that is a bolt action M1 Springfield, in my opinion, and it is
Watching Crabbo.
it's so gorgeous on how it works.
I am ready for more accidental team killing.
Oh yeah, no, like the accidental team killing is gonna happen, but the people I were playing with, we were pretty cohesive. The only thing that kept causing friendly fire to kill me was when they would deploy the ship laser. It would just follow me around and keep trying to kill me. It wouldn't kill anybody else. It was in particular of like, all right, I see the blind man. I must fix his eyes with this giant laser gun.
We're going to give. Come here, buddy. We got late. We're going to give you some LASIK.
LASIK. Jesus. So wait, Crabbo, what did you hear what I told you about the grid transferring thing that you really wanted?
I think that was one of the things.
I don't know if you heard, because apparently he got thrown into an ad.
Yeah, he got thrown into an ad break, but yes, you were going to get your.
Oh
grid
no, he
transfer.
didn't. So they are not going to be adding that in. So your grids are forever stuck there.
Yeah. Sorry, pal.
Waiting for his reaction. He's taking 2 to 5 business days. He takes a little bit to download.
He's processing.
Processing, yeah.
Clang is dead for
Flying
the
is
good
dead
of
for the good of Ballad.
First of all, Clang lives on
Why-
forever. You want to know what else lives
Why did
forever,
you say
Crabbo? Your primary will be able to see me, brother. That only happens in Arma 3 and select games. I'm old. I can't type quickly. Yeah, but Crabs. Let me ask you something.
I'm just
wanna-
imagining like the clip of like that animated clip of like one of the bugs from Helldivers just clacking away on a keyboard.
Oh my
That's
god,
Crabbo right now.
that is literally. Oh, wait, what is it? That's the spewer. What's it called? I forgot the giant one.
No, it's like one of the base. It's one of the little tiny bugs.
Oh, those are the little ones.
Yeah, little like scout bugs.
Oh my god, that's funny. I just want to hear Crabbo say what? The scavengers. Yeah, scavengers. I call them small fry. And then the bigger versions of them are big fry. Now I'm North Carolina Day, and so Clang never dies. The question for Crabbo specifically was Clang never dies, but do you want to know what else never dies? I'm eventually gonna get this bit out of the way. Finally, he said what? Your grids, there is a transfer system available to you. It's called a grid exporter. So I had said it before. you could transfer your SC1 grids over to SC2. However, it has to be a vanilla build, and not all blocks are going to transfer over. So if you have any of the DLC blocks, don't expect them to transfer over. So think basic SC. Those are the grids that can transfer over. He's gonna cuss me out.
It's not going to.
I don't think pistons and rotors are live yet, but there are doors.
Oh yeah, the door. Victoria Democrata forever. He's happy.
It's definitely the blueprint system that I'm most excited about.
Yes.
I'm just
Bang
not.
it onto your quick bar and then just knock out however many copies you want.
Oh yeah. I like just the fact that I can now do modular building, and they kind of introduced SE1's modular building like I love to do. So if I could super glue a grid onto a grid, that's great, because that's how I like building though. I like to build like, okay, this is the room for this one, this is the room for this one. I put all the rooms together. That's if the SE1 actually lets me staple them together, or if I have to merge block them together, which is its own monster.
I don't know if subgrids are going to be back. I know that because of the combined grid system, you can use small grid blocks on large grids.
Yep.
So you don't like, for let's say if you want to put Gatling guns on a large grid, you can do that now. You don't need like a rotor head to adapt it.
Well, yeah, with no large or small grids anymore, it's all based off the 5x5 blocks.
Yep. So you could change the size of the 5x5 blocks to the smallest centimeter now. So it's actually really nice how they designed it. Do we know if oh wait, why did it read it twice to me? Sorry about that. So yeah, chat. If you guys have questions about Space Engineers or Space Engineers 2, feel free to throw it at us. We'll give you our opinions and what our thoughts and expectations are.
Yes.
But I think because I'm gonna play SE later today. I think I'm gonna go into creative. I'm just gonna build from the ground up a Viper Mark II, or an upgraded Viper Mark II, since I have all these other neat little blocks to mess with. So
I'm going to stay true to my origins, and I'm going to make the first ship in SE2 a small scout craft with small thrusters and 2 Gatling guns.
nice.
Same as I did the first time. I'm going to rebuild the RS-82 Scout.
I'm trying to remember. I think the very first thing the first thing I built was a dick. I was bored, and I was messing around with the blocks when I first played with it. I was like, I wonder if I could make a penis. That's what I ended up making. So child Obi was actually adult Obi's still a menace to society, but yeah. So the origin story continues. No more grid segregation. That's right, Pizza. It's going to be pretty awesome. You'll give a new lease for the new Victoria line hull shape. Interesting.
Tease for the new Victoria line.
That'll be an interesting thing to see.
Picture. Send picture.
Did you say send Victor?
I said send picture.
Oh.
Picture, but I said it really weird.
Yeah.
Picture.
What he was showing off when he put down, I think it was a medical bay, respawn bay, and he started building inside.
Yes.
That just solved so many freaking problems, and
That was nice.
that was amazing.
It's it was like a U-shaped med bay, and then they started building inside the U shape. It wasn't like an off-limit space.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, the classic SE meme of ramming the red ship with the blue ship.
Yep.
But
Then the
Blue ship
damage,
with the red ship?
the damage report showed up on the bottom right on how many blocks he lost when he rammed.
Yeah.
that was so
It
cool.
tells you how much PCU you free up every time you every time you break something.
So you instantly know, wait, something's broken there.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. It feels like it's an incorporated version of Build Vision, so you could like try to locate the blocks like for air tightness and whatnot. I also like that they showed the destruction model of like that was true ship destruction. It didn't look as like blocky and clunky as it does in SC1. So I am really excited for V-Rage for the
It
V-Rage
shatters
3 engine.
into pieces.
Yep.
It flies everywhere, and it even blocks. Like, if you're trying to walk down a hallway filled with cluttered, damaged parts, you can't. They're physically there.
Yeah.
I just want to know if oh, sorry.
Which is why it'll be interesting to see, like I said before, how they react while you're maneuvering these chunks inside your ship.
Yeah.
Whether or not, if you start maneuvering too hard, would just start ripping your guts out. You know, that sort of thing.
That's my thought process. I mean, anything below 20 meters per second of speed, they mentioned doesn't cause damage.
Yeah.
But I would assume you would be moving above that speed because, well, the max is now 300 meters per second.
Yeah. The less than 20 meters a second is under is it precise movement mode on your jetpack?
I think so, yeah.
So you're no longer going to wipe yourself out by flying into your station way too fast?
Well, yeah. And as long as you stay in that mode. If you're in boost mode, in which case you kick on the afterburners,
Yeah. You slam into your
that's
ship.
fair game.
Yeah. Maximum speed limit of 300 meters a second as well is going to be interesting.
Yep. Just barely shy of Mach 1.
But yeah, the faster speed limit might also make it more kind of realistic dogfight. I say realistic, it's fucking Space Engineers, but yeah, more realistic kind of dogfights in Space Engineers.
Progressive based off your thrust to weight ratio. We were talking about that as well.
Yeah.
Hoping it scales based on like how heavy your ship is.
But yeah, I mean, it will move it just under a ship's under his suit thrust, and it took him quite a while to even to touch 100 meters a second. So
That could also have just been like the kinetic, just like basic kinetics inertia, the usual.
But yeah, for us to wait would be an amazing thing. I think with the in the blog, I was still interviewing people on the screen. On the blog, they were showing the vertical slices and when what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, they're going to release one completed chunk of the game at a time.
Yeah.
So, like, every time they release a chunk, it's supposed to be a standalone, fully functional unit. And then as they add, like, the slices that they add will be their own fully functional units.
Yeah.
And then you can just basically bolt them together. They're basically modularizing video game development.
Which it's a good way to do it because then you get kind of like a complete experience in that section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah. It's a full experience to test.
Yeah.
I'm currently just looking at the logs now. We've got an image of all the blocks that we're releasing. The cargo containers in 3 different sizes, refinery which won't work, assembler which won't work, buttons, gravity generator.
Nice.
Interesting.
The classic, the OG.
Yeah, it now looks like a rather than it just been like a semicircle on a block, it's like a whole thing now. 3 different gyroscopes, medical rooms, 2 landing blocks, 60 different armor blocks, wall sections, which look like they're the 5 wide but 25 long sections, so you can make proper walls.
Nice, that's convenient.
That's actually really cool.
The fact that they give you some basic wall units to work with so you don't have to make all your modules yourself, that's like, that's awesome.
2 reactors, a big one, a small one. Solar panels, big one and a small one. Drill. 4 different ion thrusters, loads of different windows, interior lights. Yeah, should be good.
Nice.
Yeah, mark your calendar, 27th of January next month. Next year, should I say. Yeah, and next month.
Next year and next month. Same thing at this point.
So yeah, vertical slice 1 is the basic crafting and things like build mode. 1.1 will be the workshop on Mod.io. Boo. 1.2 improve mechanics and interface requirements. And 1.5 is the modding in vertical slice 1, which will be interesting. Vertical slice 2, planets and survival, explore planets, and a new system utilizing new tools like backpack building, projection building, while experiencing improved progressing and engaging challenges. And vertical slice 3 is volumetric water, which could be a while because it sounds like they're having issues with it.
Yeah.
Chat.
Just like back in the day. They always had issues with that.
Crabbo, I'm expecting to see a hydrofoil.
I'm kind of hoping they don't have mass blocks, because I don't want to deal with gravity generating engines.
Yeah.
It was cool, like, when they first introduced it, because my Vipers would launch out of the launch tubes, which was awesome. But then people started using them as engines, breaking the speed limit, and then it would cause problems for the rest of us because the data has to transfer to us. So while they're practically almost running smooth, the rest of us are like, I can't catch up.
Water physics shall appease the crab. Good.
It would be nice, because I want to see like the submarines and boats people come out with. And I was showing Digi had released a his tank tracks, and they're not a physical object, but they're a cosmetic object that appears over the tires. So they're really, really, really nice. So I was looking at it, and I think we could do this the Scraplands announcement, well, our version of Scraplands, which is very. So we'll turn off general mining and stuff, and with the new there's a lot of lovely new modders out there that have introduced a spawnable locations. So I'm going to implement those into I'm going to rip them apart and then implement them into the server. And for quarter 1 of 2025, for season 1 of our server, it's straight up Scraplands. You guys will be on a planet. I know this season we started in empty space. I genuinely did not expect the Wonder Wheel to actually land on that. I jokingly said to myself, it'd be fun if we were only in space. And I went, oh, I almost cursed. I said my usual word. And I went, okay, that wasn't my intention. And I actually recorded when I pressed the button. So this way it would be like, okay, this is an official thing. Here we go. And so next season, anytime we land on a planet, I will remove it from the wheel, so it won't appear for the next 2 seasons. So 2 seasons later, we'll jump back into it. So for next season, we'll spin the wheel. We'll see where it lands. I'm kind of I'm either hoping for Pertam or Titan. Give us that ice planet.
Or which planet?
I'm hoping for Pertam or Titan.
Oh, for the Scraplands planet?
Yeah. But
yes.
We're gonna let the Wonder Wheel decide it, because
yes.
For everybody in the community already knows that the reason we have the setup for both of our servers, Space Engineers and Minecraft, alike, is because I would get mod suggestions, I would get planet suggestions, season suggestions, and then after I set everything up, which takes time because I like it when things work and I have to do less work, so I rip folders apart and I recode and rescript things. And I find out later, like, they've gone and purchased their own servers, they've gone and done their own things, so it genuinely just hurts me because I'm like, I poured a lot of time and effort to make sure this would work for you, and you're off on another. Like, I don't care if you play on our affiliated communities. We have Embrace the Continuation and Last Stand Gamers. Please go play with their servers and stuff. Their staff teams are always fully there. It's just me by myself on the guild server running it. Slice helps as a moderator as well. Actually, no, you'll be stepping up as an admin next season, so congratulations. So this is your your concept.
Yeah,
baby.
I'm gonna build a couple of little some larger ships that I might speckle about in the event that the NPC spawns aren't sufficient.
Yeah, we'll have
in the event. I don't actually know how the spawn rates are going to be. I don't know how it's going to react when it's turned up. So I might just roll around periodically and just drop a spaceship here and there. That way we can just add to the amount of salvage and make it a more sustainable game economy.
Yeah.
So since it's me actually designing it, I actually have it scripted perfectly to where it will spawn wherever their main base is, at least approximately 5,000 to 8,000 meters away will always be something spawning around. So unless they leave one of their live grids there, or if they build an outpost there, that location will become a dead zone. So for next season's particular rules, you have a main base, your mobile base, no outposts. If you want to build an outpost, you could do it in space. That's if you can get to space.
If you can get to space. I might also build... I could do it like scrap events where people can fight over larger wrecks that I place and then drop the coordinate to be like, have fun.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe I'll arm it, so maybe I'll even drop like an outpost.
We had
I'll come up with some ideas.
We had a season with Last Stand Gamers where there were no minerals spawned, only stone, and you had to salvage wreckages, which were all spawned in using that mod, random encounters.
That was Scraplands.
Yeah, they did a space version of
They
it.
did a
as well,
space
which is
version of
my-
it,
Oh.
which was
Yeah,
phenomenal.
my favourite season
Yeah.
I've ever done with Space Invaders. Just got flying over, clamping on. First of all, killing any spawns that spawn on it, crippling any guns and just clamping onto a huge wreckage and just slow boating it out of there.
Yeah, it was really nice to see. Like, I think if I remember correctly, somebody built a hauler from Cowboy Bebop and was towing one of the towing one of
Oh,
the wreckage.
nice.
Yeah.
That looked so cool.
I went for a Star Trek theme that season and started with a Miranda class and an XLC class, and when it got annihilated in first battle, I took it in.
I wish I had.
So the reason I wouldn't do the idea of dropping stuff from orbit is because it would even with voxel damage turned off, I'm pretty sure that would dent the ground and cause performance issues.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
you get that with a lot of. Well, we got that a lot with ground-based seasons with large grids. Would
Yes,
bounce around a lot, and then you'd spend a lot of time copy and pasting them because we're sinking into ground, or they'd just bounce and leave a massive crater.
It'd just be easier to fly around and admin spawn stuff in or let stuff spawn in randomly.
Like buildings and things like that.
Yeah.
It would be accurate, like lore accurate for stuff to fall from space, but like kiss your performance goodbye.
If I was playing by myself, oh, that would be glorious. But if I'm playing on the server, even though we have an excellent server, courtesy of our sponsors over at GTX Gaming, the thing is, no, other people's servers, because server go good. When it transfers the data to other people's computers, like for example, Exotic mentioned he has a 1060. Of course, it's going to struggle. So I wouldn't want to do that to people. I would love that. That would be great. But it's falling from space would be pretty decent. So, but no, I have it. I have the script operational. It does use random encounters as the framework. So the script that I built should be optimal, and it shouldn't cause any problems. And then every restart, all non-player grids get removed. Is how I have it designed for the script of the cleanup. So if it's not a named player's grid, or if the players don't capture the grid using the capture grid system, then it gets lost out. So right now, for the NPCs on the server currently, I have it scripted so that once they acquire the grid from an NPC, all they have to do is highlight all the internal blocks, hit capture grid, and it's officially their grid. Slice, you can confirm with me if that's working or not. Or he could probably go to the bathroom. I don't know which. Slice. Slice. When he comes back, I'm just gonna write that down. When he comes back, I'll ask him, make sure it actually is working. Because nobody said that it's not working, so I'm kind of happy. Season 0 went really well because Mal, what we started doing is seasons last for 3 months, and then we change it over to a new season. When we first started, I needed to gather data, so this took longer to get to this point, unfortunately, because everybody doesn't listen, and they've confirmed that they and I can say this confidently only because people have said like, "Oh, I didn't read what you wrote," and I was just like, "The information's out there for you." That hurts. So I needed.
People don't read anything.
Oh, 100%. And I told everyone, all right, listen, I'm going to set a time block for when the server is up. I'm just gathering data. If it works out well, maybe I'll leave it like that, because this way we always have an admin on station who can play with you guys and make sure everything is okay. And I had what I needed was a minimum of 6 people. I had 3, including myself. Then I moved. I was like, okay, it took longer to get all the data I needed. And then I moved into 1-month seasons for 2 years, which was originally only supposed to be a 3 to 4 month process, but it took longer because, again, I didn't have enough people to help me gather data. And now we're finally at the point where we can just run the server for 3 months, and there should be 0 issues unless an update or a hot patch comes out.
Yeah, I used to help out over LSG, but with streaming, it's hard to squeeze that in.
Yeah.
Between needing to put streams up regularly, so I just kind of give that up. I personally, I found that during the time slots when I were doing it, not many people were interested in space engineers.
Yeah.
So you know, there was no point in streaming it, and then I didn't have the time to admin as well in events and things like that. So I eventually gave it up.
Yeah, that's essentially the problem I have as well, because I'm doing admin work for the Space Engineer server and admin work for the Minecraft server. So because I'm doing a dual purpose, it takes all my time away and I get burnt out easily. So I don't really get to the point of where I get to participate. So
that'd suck.
I get to see like what people build and stuff. I tell like right now I have to they finally fixed the GTX connection after the UK server had a little bit of a hiccup because they were doing updates. I'm gonna go record everybody's builds and locations, and in a music video kind of style, I'm just gonna upload all their stuff to the guild's website, and I'll showcase it via there, because unfortunately I like music, so I don't want to have to keep constantly having to search for copyright-free music. So it was easier for me to just be like, okay, the video is just going to be uploaded directly to our website. There's no charge for it. There's no subscription service to it. It's me posting a link of, hey, here's the new video. Go take a look at it.
Yeah, I got burnt by Twitch because of music. So now every time I stream any game, I make sure the music's turned off.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Small shameless plug-in. I use Streamlabs music, and all my VODs and stuff are fine. If I get a muted function that pops up, I simply challenge it, and then and in the notes I put in there, this is by Streamlabs, because there's a specific login you have to do for Streamlabs to showcase it on YouTube and to showcase it on Twitch. So this way you're attached to the license, and it's Streamlabs music is free to use, so anybody can use it. You just have to log in via your Twitch, and that always replaced all the music for all my streams. It's handy at times.
It's not bad music either.
Oh no, it's great. Like the 99 Lives, which is I think my chat's currently listening to. They all DCMA royalty-free music, and it's just chef's kiss. It's easy listening. Yeah. Especially like games like I know I deteriorated from Space Engineers again. Like games like Grand Theft Auto, for example. All that music is under EULA and commissioned, so I can't play that music at all because it's copyrighted. So all the funding and stuff that I earn has to go all the way over that way. So it's like no. So this is why I usually push people to use use Streamlabs music, or you can create your DCMA free music via. It takes a lot of work to do it. You can do it through iTunes, or you could do it through Spotify. But for me personally, Streamlabs music is the easiest to use because it's a built-in app. It's built into your Streamlabs, and it's simple to use. Again, shameless plug-in. I love Streamlabs. They're always so helpful.
We played a group Space Engineers of a VAO for a bit, Pete. So you might have missed it.
Yeah, I got a. Sorry.
We got stuck on an asteroid. We were doing Ares at War. I'm going to shamelessly plug it endlessly. We were doing Ares at War, and we got off the planet, and then we thought, right, we'll pull up into this asteroid and do some repairs, and we never left.
You guys just lived there.
Yeah, the endless, relentless attacks from pirates meant it was one step forward and 20 steps back.
Bro, the pirates are like, no, you live there now.
No, you live there. This is now your place of residence. You're going to need a government official to change your address.
It's a shame.
And I don't see any up here other than me.
Pigeon made a gorgeous ship, fully accessible on foot. We built it like a Saturn rocket.
Oh my god!
Except the bridge. Except, it was vertical for most of it until you got to the bridge, in which case you were kind of sat on the wall until you got to space, in which case you were sat on the floor. And then, all the LCDs had all the ship status on it and things like that. They were absolutely gorgeous. But we just lost steam once we got stuck on this asteroid. And then people just started petering away as does
people.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel bad. That happens a lot to people.
Mhm.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm just trying to push that mod because the guy has put so much ridiculous work into that Space Engineers mod. The entire system that's populated by different factions which will interact with each other, and how you interact them affects how the other factions see you, and it's a fully lived-in system, and it's just not well known. It's a shame because it's a really, really, really well done mod.
Tell you what, I'm gonna take a look at it, and I might just add it into the Adventure Guild one. I might do my thing where I rip it apart just to be like, okay, I can use this, and this. But I'd be happy to take a look at it.
Yeah, it's really. I can't sing its praises high enough. In fact, I first started streaming Space Engineers when I first started streaming. It was Space Engineers, and it was that. And I think one of the clips I sent you is coming back to my carrier after I'd attacked an enemy location, which were directly above a gold field. So I attacked it, and as I was coming back, my ship had come under attack with big craters on deck, and I went to get parts off the enemy ship, and I ground the weapon away, and it squashed and killed me.
Gotcha. So the reason I have to just answering your question on X. Sorry, I'm multi-streaming. I have multiple streams going on. So the reason I rip apart the folders and stuff is because of the scripts that I personally design. So one of those scripts is that all NPC locations and non-player builds
Character.
are not removed. So if it doesn't belong there, it gets removed. So I do basically, so like if the players leave like scraps and stuff, so the limit for it is a block that is powered for large grid. I have it set for 10. This is default settings. And then for small grid, it's 20 blocks with at least some sort of power. And for the catcher, everybody has like some sort of beacon or antenna on there. So at least this way it can find it. So it knows, like, it doesn't even have to be powered. It's just as long as it's on the grid somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's how cleanup has been working. So which I'm very pleased with. Nobody's grids got deleted. So there's 3 different fail safes I put into place just to make sure no grids were deleted unfairly. The only thing that sucks is when I do the restart, I can't change it. There's no physical way for me to change it. Is that I have to the rollback is always 5 minutes. So I'm working on a better way to get that. It's a default function that I can't seem to get around. And I know that somebody wrote a script for it, but the script conflicts with my scripts, and I don't feel like writing an entire new script for it. So it's just an array of different problems here and there.
Yeah. Problem never ends. I can never remember what the cleanup rules are, so I just follow all of them by instinct.
Yeah,
Beacon, power, more than 20 blocks, and grid name.
I have beaten that into everybody over the last 4 years of like, name your shit, do this, do that. So it's become second nature on that server. But with the new season coming up, I've introduced some more quality of life stuff that will be beneficial. I just need to make sure that they actually maintain their value and work. So that's the only tricky part about it. But scripting's always has its difficulties. The good news is none of the scripts are designed to be intensive on the players. So the only thing that's intense now on there is the data. So if one player's on the opposite end of the galaxy and all the stuff is going on, the second you load in, all that stuff is going to load in on you to be like, oh, okay, this is what happened on the server.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping when season 1 drops, with since we're starting with scrapping only, I'm gonna blacklist the mining tools, so you'll only have like the grinder and stuff.
Nice.
And then
The tools, get rid of the blocks, get rid of the damage.
Yep.
Sweet.
And then inside the ships that you guys scrap, there will be hydrogen tanks you guys can hijack, and you can drain them for fuel.
Especially because now that they've updated tanks such that grinding them down causes them to leak instead of just empty completely.
I love it
Oh,
so
You can
much.
actually hack the tanks first.
Yeah.
I remember one time I went to hack a tank, and this was before the update, and it went into the skeletal mode, and I went, oh whoops, and I built it back up, and it was empty. I was like, I needed that fuel. I was running hydrogen engines on the vehicle.
Oh. Yeah, get ready to build grids that run pretty much primarily off of battery and solar power, everybody.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed is there is no conveyors in the SE2.
Yeah, it looks like they're just giving us like the demos of like, hey, this is what's going to be introduced, but they're not going to be functional.
Yeah, that'll be vertical slice 2.
Boy. VS2 is when they're introducing planets as well, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
the survival mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
So any ships you make in VS1, get ready to rip open to get conveyors in.
Yep.
I'm not-
Or build allotments for conveyors when you
Yeah.
build them.
I'm not going to go too crazy
Or
with
have, like-
building. Oh, sorry.
Maybe instead of building stuff that's like with holes in it, you could say build it with blocks in it that are a different color that's designated
Yeah.
for piping.
Hmm.
That's what I think I'm gonna do. That
Yeah,
way I don't
yeah.
I don't have a bunch of holes in my ship, but I can still figure out where stuff is supposed to go.
Hmm.
That's why it goes back to the modularity. I can build the modules and then leave openings, so this way I can add stuff into it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm like. And if anyone who knows me, like, I always built stuff in a modular way. So like using merge blocks and stuff, and then I would form the outside.
Yeah, but what? No, names have escaped me. Yeah, well, somebody were playing SE over on Aaron LSG server.
There you go.
Words.
There
Sorry.
you go.
Yeah.
A stroke
they-
over there.
Yeah. Rain just went. Yeah, I'll catch you later. Yeah, they built an entirely module system of stations, and it were really good. Alice, there we go.
Oh, Alice
Um,
does the thing. That's one of our creators. That's
Yeah.
your fellow creator. How could you forget her name?
I'm raft with words. But yeah, she made a full station, which was just these prefab sections that you can plug and play in any combination you want, and that was the kind of station she went for. And yeah, it looked really good to say. And she got everybody else to build it.
I love designing places like that, and if you've ever played in Fed, you know exactly. Like I would assist in the building planning, and I'm like, okay, this is where the battery room is going. We can blueprint it out and just like get it into everything. This is where the hole is what we called it. So if we were ever base rated, we could dump all of our primary stuff down that hole, and it would just get automatically deleted. So like if we had elite tools or anything like that, the only thing left that would be there would literally just be the stone that we always collected, or gravel. Which always upset people. And then we always had the winter contingency, which was a self-destruct system for the power junctions. So anywhere with batteries always had at least 2 or 3 warheads around them. And I remember one time we had a moment where we were fighting against someone, and they were just destroying everything at that point. They just wanted us gone. So I said, all right, let's lure them into the base. We're going to activate the winter contingency, because we're going to take out as many of their grids as possible. We're all getting prepped, and we got them inside of the base with their grids, and they're just ramming through everything, destroying it. And I told 2 of my members, all right, start activating it, and we're going to just hold them here. Everything's on a timer. So they activated it. I set a timer on my phone. I'm like, all right, perfect. Nothing went off, and we're like, what the hell happened? And then we later found out the admins removed all of our warheads and didn't tell us.
No.
We were so pissed because they said like, oh well, it would harm it would harm
server
performance, and we're like, no, it wouldn't. You have an experienced SE player who knows what he's doing. You have someone who knows the game inside out since day one. 3 warheads is not enough to destroy a server or cause injury, and each one was on its own intricate timer, spread apart, so this way it wouldn't cause that problem. But they were so insistent. I'm like, no, it's going to cause a problem. It was so mad.
Yeah, we had to limit how many nukes we could build because it were like the first seconds of any kind of space firefight, nukes were getting launched, and the large cargo containers full of magazines with a warhead next to it. And yeah, we had to limit it because one of them would just delete half a ship.
We banned nukes on our server.
What server is this? What server have you guys been talking about?
I was on about when I was admin over LSG.
Okay, so we are talking about LSG. Just wanted to confirm. I was like trying to make sure if I'm gonna express some civil disagreements, I'm going to do so about the right server.
No, you're fine. For the Adventure Guild server, nukes are banned. You are permitted missiles, but you're limited to warheads only.
Yeah.
So because I think one community member decided to create a nuke, and to prank me, they dropped it on my base, and it ended up it wrecked this. This was back when we were with Server Blend, and it wrecked the server, which ended up this was the second time that community member caused me to spend extra money to fix the server. By the way, that was $147.23. I can tell you down to the last cent on how many times I've had to fix that server because that person decided, like, I'm just gonna do this. So nukes were banned, and weapon limits were made. So general weapon limits and stuff were done on purpose. Because it's just like, this is what we do. Oh, Krabs, I was trying not to say names.
No,
come on, dude.
No.
Hang on, I gotta delete those.
Whoops, I was trying to delete the messages, not time you out.
Oh, did you time him out? Untime him out!
Hold up. Let me make sure the messages are gone. Hold up. Whoops.
Yeah, when the AI first came out, we were all experimenting with
okay,
AI
we're good.
missiles.
Message received. Whoops.
Yeah, we were messing about with AI missiles, and I thought I'd come up with this really nice missile. Blast off, run, all AI controlled, which were taking in, causing loads of damage.
Mm-hmm.
We got together and tested them for an event. And so we're all doing what turned out to be pretty much a standard missile until I can't remember for the life of me who it was. Came out with a missile which would set off and then split into 5 smaller missiles, each which also had AIs on it, which would then all slap into the same target. I thought I did well, and then they fired that, and I'm like, you?
Oh no.
A multi-missile launch? A swarmer missile. That's actually... Yeah. Wow, that's an old...
Yeah.
I remember using those... Well, I didn't build it, but there was a... This was on the Galaxy Network server. And we were fighting another group. And then all of a sudden, the most phallic ship showed up. And we were just like, that's a weird-looking ship. Then all of a sudden, we watched it, like, spread into 5 different larger ships. And it was just like... Did those jump in, or did it come off of it? And then it launched straight at us using gravity drives plus the thruster, and it was 5 missiles aimed right at us. It nuked us perfectly, but it was just so funny.
These were using the new AI blocks when they first came out. With blocks.
That's so funny. I wouldn't. That's actually pretty smart of them to make swarmer missiles like that. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Actually, Obi, I guarantee you the 3 warheads wouldn't have broken the server, because I still remember the one time where I rammed one of the admins in the middle of the final battle with an explosive tank that contained over 200 smaller warheads. And I blew it up in his face.
I forgot about that.
The server survived. And the admin thought that it was his fault for ramming me. When in reality, I had self-destructed a miniature nuke in the middle of, like, between his eyes.
All of my grids always have a self-destruct mechanism tucked away at the key systems, so...
Oh no, that thing was just a kamikaze tank.
No, I was just saying in general, like, all my grids always have warheads on them.
No, I hit him with a kamikaze. He was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, what do you mean? I blew myself up. Like, you bitch. Language.
God damn it.
So, one thing I am open
That's the
for-
first one I've dropped today, I think.
Yeah, he is lagging behind a bit.
Always lagging.
Oh.
But one thing I am open for, which might be a big ask, is words that boats and planes fit. No, aerodynamics.
Yes,
What about
well, the original creator of the aerodynamics mod, he got frustrated with the community because they kept hounding him on it. So, the original aerodynamics mod was phenomenal, and if they had given the guy breathing room, we would still have that mod operational.
Something similar in the second one. Would be amazing. Like, some of my favorite mods are the aircraft mods.
Yeah.
And being able to do something similar in the second one would be really good.
Honestly,
Obviously not block for block, but
well, no, like, if you're in atmosphere, I want to fly like an atmospheric plane.
yeah.
So that would be be something that SC2 could maybe incorporate if they're incorporating water. I mean, like, having proper working planes would be nice.
Yeah.
Yep. And I can tell you if they're proper and working.
Yeah, Mr. the man behind. Hello?
Hello?
There we go.
Hello?
Okay, my entire setup just like lagged really heavy, and I don't know why. I'm just checking through my stuff now. But what I was saying was, yes, Slice here is an aeronautical engineer, the king of the skies,
At least by
the man of war.
at least by
thunder.
degree.
It counts. What do you mean?
It counts. I have some engineering experience.
Yeah, I'll watch all his videos. I'm a bit of a fanboy, I'm not gonna lie.
I think we all fan over Slice's videos because they're so good.
Oh, they're absolutely, really, really good.
Editing a video is what I've got to do for the rest of the day. I'm panicking because I'm just like, I want to get it done. I didn't finish it last night. I was like, you know what? I'm going to sleep instead of staying up all night like I was planning on. Because I don't have enough caffeine. Trying not to spend as much money on caffeine anymore. So I'm like, well, crap. Now I have to operate according to my actual natural clock. I can't just force my body into submission until I get my work done.
Jesus.
Yeah, my videos require like a tenth of the editing yours do, and they still take me all freaking day.
My editor's probably going to kill me if I don't get more footage sent to him.
Hardest thing I find is because I'll write a script before each video, and sometimes it'll take me 5 or 6 attempts to get through a friggin' script.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
standard.
the hardest part for me. Yeah.
I struggle with scripts as well.
My wife will just come in. What are you swearing at now? Oh, I just messed up this line. It took me 12 attempts. It's taken me 12 attempts to get through it, and I'm getting fed up.
I'm
I mean,
just swearing
Obi,
at myself.
If they need more stuff, I have a couple of War Thunder VODs that can be developed into videos.
I have to. Yeah, no, I need to actually step up my my content creation. This year, I stopped it all because I had a massive retrofit of the Adventurers Guild and the company-wide stuff. So I'm hoping this coming year, maybe it'll be a little bit better, and I'll get more videos and more streams put out. Because I was like genuinely super disappointed in like my numbers when I saw them. I was like, I feel like I did a lot, but then I didn't do a lot.
I mean, you kind of do a lot behind the scenes anyway. Are you ever going to find enough time to also make and edit videos?
That's why I have an editor. What do you mean? I just have to.
yeah.
I have to send you the footage. And then there's a lot of like different changes and stuff that's going to be coming for the Adventurers Guild, and I've stepped up on trying to get stuff pushed out for VAO. I have the trailer video done for last campaign.
I saw it. We're still waiting for Ben to edit that Starship Troopers video together. And how long ago was that?
That was a while ago. I just have to upload it to the website, and I end up getting stopped because it's like, okay, you got to go do this. No, you got to go do that. No, you got to do this. And I'm just like, come on. So I'm looking forward to enhancing the team itself, because I need so there's gonna be a massive changeover on the staff side of things, because I have staff but there's no staff. That's the problem.
Okay, you have staff in theory.
I have staff in theory. So, and then the volunteer core is going to be changed out as well too. So I'll actually have applications, interviews, and stuff like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. Can you accomplish it? So, and this is specific to the guild, not OBXD. OBXD will suffer on his own, as he usually does. But the Adventurers Guild, an organization, needs an organization.
Yeah. Sentence pipe? What?
Can't wait this sentence pipe moment? What do you mean? What does that mean?
I don't understand. I don't know what that means. But speaking of accomplishments, Obi, I figured out how to make a trigger scene. I figured out how to make a triggered effect in videos.
Oh, cool.
Sentient pipe, you were 80, yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't change the frequency of the vibration of the screen, so it's a little less visible than I'd like. There's too much motion.
Gotcha. I was trying to figure out like what you meant by that. Sorry. It's like I know you can't see what my facial expressions were, but that's pretty much what it was. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about?
Yeah. I mean, it's basically vibrating too much to the point where you can't actually... It's difficult to make out the imagery on the screen.
My eyes.
That's the only real issue I have with my editing program, is I can't tune down the frequency of the vibration for the animation effect.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, I'd have to manually program its position every single frame. And that is not something I want to do.
So you've essentially created OB Vision Simulator 3000 is what it sounds like, because I have mild nystagmus where my eyes are constantly in a vibrating state. So
jeez,
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, but I figured out how to apply the sound effect, the red filter, hold up.
Bless you.
The red filter, the sound effect, and the echoing the echoing visual, if you will, the pulsing echoing visual. I reverse engineered it from Alma's shorts.
Oh, nice.
I was thinking about it. I was like, how would this work? And then I just tried the first combination that came to mind, and that was it. Bingo.
There you go.
I don't think I have the right sound effects, and I don't have the right vibration, but it's a very rough approximation.
Ah, gotcha. I'll definitely have to
Reminds me.
check it out.
I need a Warf 40K sound effect. I'll do that later.
We need a 40K campaign. Or what are you working on, Mal, for Arma 3?
It is a Great Crusade era campaign. So you are Blood Angels fighting aliens.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Which I've built using Scion Conflict. The Scion Conflict mod, which adds a lot of really good generic sci-fi stuff in, and I've mixed them together with some Tau stuff to give them that alien look. But yeah, that's going up for the next vote in January.
That's a January one. I'm gonna, because you've known this and Val knows this. I have a Star Wars campaign in my pocket. I just haven't. I just need to make sure I have the actual time to be present for a 4 week. It's just 4 weeks because we all get burned out of Star Wars anyway.
Yeah.
and essentially, it is the Sith. It is the Sith War, towards the end of the Sith War, leading into the Clone Wars. So that's the campaign theory that I have come up with. It's based around different Star Wars stories as well.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
it's gonna be interesting. My only problem is I keep nerding out and start kitting out different things. I'm like, wait, this doesn't make sense, and I have to redo it.
Yeah, I have built the Blood Angels company like 50 times.
Yeah, that's I keep having to rebuild it, and I'm like for now, like Friday Ops and stuff. My core niches are for civilian ops are police, criminal, and mercenary, so or aircraft private security. So like those are ones that I'm working on. I did get asked to make a military op, like an actual bona fide military one. I don't know if you guys can handle it. You guys can barely handle the police ops. So, and I make it interactive. That's the thing, and it always irritates people. It's like, no, just tell us go point A, point B. No, I don't want to do that.
As good as armor is, you cannot simulate a realistic military op in armor.
No,
No matter how good you are, that it comes nowhere near realistic.
Oh yeah, no. They want the realistic style of objectives, not like how I've been doing them, where you guys have like different story points, and I read you the story, and then we proceed to the next part of the mission. I like having a little bit of a story because it gives you guys like a little bit of a mind break. Because I feel like when we're just jumping from objective to objective, you're pushing people along, and then you don't know what's actually like big story going on. I like having a little story when I do things.
Yeah.
Plus, I like because I actually timed like every time you guys completed an objective, I timed it out for you guys. At least had a 5-minute moment where you could all go, get rekitted, get your gear back and everything, and then the squad leaders and can all coordinate together. Like, okay, this is how we're going to attack this next objective. That's how I like to run the Arma Ops. So this way, you have that little in between moment where you can breathe. What are they going to do? Report it with what camera? Pizza, you stole the camera from the I'm sorry, I almost cursed. From the press guy we had. That was a prop. He walks up to me and goes like, "Hey, Obi," and I just look over and he has the press camera. Like, where did you get that? And then I thought it was funny. Eric, he morphined one of the prop police officers to get the shotgun. And then he was like, "Hey, can I get the ammo for this?" And I was just like, "Oh, what is it?" And I'm just like, "Why do you have that shotgun?" And he goes, "Oh, I took it from the police officer, but it didn't have any ammo in it." I'm like, "I know, I took the ammo out of it."
If it's two people, you can guarantee we'll get our hands on something we shouldn't. It's Pizza and Eric.
That's true. Pizza, Eric. Ray's started doing it now. Ole. oh no, Ole's always done it.
I commander of a Leopard 2A5 in last campaign, and so I'm looking through commanded site which has a 50 caliber machine gun on it. And you ID the targets by the uniform and the weapons are the two easiest way to do it.
Yep.
So I switch. I'm swinging my camera around and I just see somebody with a Russian anti-aircraft weapon. So I fire 2 rounds and then it comes up in green that it was Eric. But by that point, he'd taken the 50 caliber shell to face.
Oh my god, I remember that was so funny.
I got on the radio. It was like, "Can you tell them not to pick up enemy weapons because that's how we're IDing." Typhon's response: "I'll just shoot them. It'll be fine." All right, fair enough. Hard or load HE.
Oh man. I died that last mission though for that campaign. That was the most I have actually died throughout the entire campaign. I don't know what happened to Ole. All of a sudden he stopped listening. He parked us at the doorstep of an enemy tank.
Yeah, I actually had, that last mission I think was ideal for tank and infantry warfare because they just fucking left us to it.
Yep.
Which is how it should have been from the start.
That's what I've been operating as, though. Even I didn't realize Typhon was giving us orders. I thought he was making requests, which is what you usually do. You request the armor section. I didn't know he was giving us orders because I was completely doing my own thing.
Yeah, which is why every time I came to you to give an order, it's like, this is going to be his order. Just complete it however you want.
Yeah.
But no, Typhon started off by trying to keep, ordering us.
Yeah, I ignored him because you're my commanding officer because we're an armor section.
Yeah,
that's what I kept following you.
Well, no, you were ordering us, but when eventually, two or three missions in, I was like, no, fuck it, we've got an objective. We're going to do what we're going to do, which is destroy the enemy, support the infantry, and we'll do it how we see fit.
Yeah,
and we ended up doing a hell of a lot better that way.
Oh, we excelled up until I forgot who it was. I had gotten a ceasefire. It turns out we had one singular infantryman next to us. That was just one person. I think it was from Longsword 2. And because we were in the middle of fighting a BTR, and we were like, "Hey, stop fighting! Ironside 2, stop using your main gun." And we all stopped. And Jesse's like, "Is he serious?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, I think he is." And then we're getting hit by the BTR, and I'm just like, "Jesse, send it." And he sent it, and Typhon's like, "What? You were just told not to do that." I'm like, "Ty, I have an enemy threat. I'm sorry. You guys are squishy and can run away. Okay, I'm a tank. I'm prioritizing my life."
I remember that over there because we were super confused as well. Don't use your main gun. What? And then I think the last thing I say to you is Obi, if you see a tank, just slap it. Yeah,
because I was just like, you can't tell me don't use my main gun when I'm in the middle of a firefight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because even Jesse was like, "What did he just say?"
It was utter confusion spread between the two tanks.
Our brain cells were fighting what the hell was going on. Erosa Fallen, welcome. Oh, man.
Hello. They're talking about their Arma campaigns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about sci-fi to fit with the theme of space engineers, but then we ended up in the last campaign.
Yeah. we just did a reveal of the review of the reveal for Space Engineers 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the new stuff they have going on, which is looking awesome, and I'm excited.
Yeah, no.
The LDR looks good.
It really does. Like, I am excited for it. It's the things that we've all asked for SC1 being implemented in a new one, and I like I like the concept that they have introduced of like SC1 was what we were. SC2 is going to be what we will be. So that was very well said, and I like the fact that they have a dedicated team meant for SE1 and a dedicated team meant for SE2. So, one, more jobs for people. And then two, we're still getting that dedicated support for SE1. So there was a question that I did see earlier. Will we be getting server support for SE2 when it comes out? Right now, we're going to get the creative mode. I guess I don't think it's multiplayer yet, so we'll all just get to mess around with it. And we'll give you our opinions and stuff on it. But overall, like, I am excited for Space Engineers 2 and what's to come. Our Space Engineers server, this is the general rule for servers that we have. As long as there's activity on them, and I don't mean just like simply logging in and logging out, like you're actively playing on the servers will stay fully operational and fully funded. If I don't see activity, they are going to get yeeted. Which comes up to the question of I'll answer it now. The Minecraft server with the Adventurers Guild. No, even though there's no activity on it, that is a sponsored server. So once I submit my activity reports to the sponsor, they could decide to terminate our contract. So hopefully next season we'll see some activity, because I was really sad that we didn't get to have a community town tour to just see like what you guys built for the community town. So hopefully next season we'll have a little more activity.
I think I tend to focus on one, at least in my case. I know I tend to focus on one creative game at a time.
No, I know that. It's just I heard back from other people who've told me like, oh no, I've opened up my own server, or I've joined this server. So which goes back to me saying about a lot of changes with the community that we have for Space Engineers in Minecraft. if you guys give me mods and stuff to work with, I'm gonna make sure they work. And because all that time and effort, because it takes me a while to because I have to formulate my schedule as well. So having all of that effort put into it to have a 0 result is insulting to me, and it wastes my time. So going forward, I'm just going to, whoever's on the staff team, they will be asked what mods they would like to see for the next season, and then the head admin in charge of those teams will bring it back to me. I'll formulate the folders, and then I'll get them onto the server. Is there also a mod pack on the server? And we use Laby mod, which is 50 times better. So you can build the mod pack yourself. You're not downloading anything extra. It's the second, as long as the mod is checked off and you load into the server, it loads server side versus on your client side, so you have less to deal with. So it's less intensive for Minecraft. As for Space Engineers, you load onto the server, the mods get downloaded automatically. And then if you join us for Armor Reforger and Armor 3, we have the mod packs for you, and then you just have to download them.
Yeah, and it's just been released. Reforger is now on Xbox and PlayStation.
Yep.
Though I don't think we can play with the PlayStation guys because they can't get mods.
No, they cannot.
Sony's weird about mods.
I had to put a disclaimer on that too.
Yeah,
we don't do console
Sony's
support.
Weird about mods.
Oh yeah.
So we had
you
two.
can get the mods on Xbox, but
not all of them. The ones that I'm using specifically are my own scripts. They don't operate on the console.
Right.
Yeah.
So because I have my own thing going on and it's separate from everybody else, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
So
I'll do it.
even for, I think Armor Reforger should be partial mod supported for console. They haven't fully implemented it yet.
That's what I was saying. Xbox does have mods, PlayStation doesn't on Armor Reforger.
Oh, my thing about Space Engineers. I'm so sorry. That's my bad. 2 different games. That's my fault. Did you so for Armor Reforger, I'm excited to start making missions on that. I have to I was requested to make a game master mode, and then the person who was supposed to moderate to see if I did it and review the footage and stuff didn't show up. So I was just like, okay, let me know when they're available, and I'll design something and I'll get Val's permission to host it for everybody.
Yeah.
And the fact that they added silencers is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, proper silencers as well.
Yep. I love it. So I could go be far, far away and fire my silencer all I want. And I like somebody tried they posted a video of them like, oh hey, look, we have silencers now, and they fired it, and everybody's like, that's a silencer? And it's like, oh my god, video games have ruined silencers. That's what hit me.
Yeah,
Hollywood video games, because that's how a silencer works. It's still loud. You're gonna get a pop. It's just suppressed, even with subsonic rounds. And I used to use silencers and subsonic rounds for hunting, for distance. It was the best.
Yeah.
Especially for varmint hunting, because they don't pay too much attention. They'll just see one of them drop, and they'll either walk over to them or they'll just look at them and then look away and go back to whatever they were doing, and then you can drop them all until finally they realize by the 5th person, animal, hey, something's wrong here.
I could segue into a story, but I'll leave it.
Oh no! I don't think that's the story we should be hearing. Oh shit!
Not on this podcast. Not on this podcast.
We used to go. We had permission to shoot, because over here, to be able to shoot a gun, you need permission on specific land, and written permission from the owner. So a friend had permission to go shoot in a recycling plant where we used to basically dump food and turn it into, stuff you put on your plants.
Right.
So we used to get these giant rats the size of small dogs. We'd sit on top of this pile of rotten fruit or veg or whatever. So we used to go down shooting them. Only we 2.2 bolt guns. silence and scope and that. But yeah, you'd shoot one, and then the other one would look around like, what happened to Frank? And then wallop, you get him as well. And his mate would be sort of absolutely baffled, confused, wondering what's happened to his mate. And again, yeah, you'd be able to knock 5 or 6 over before they got the idea to do one.
Exactly. Up at the gates, how's it going? He redeemed mod love, so it's 69 channel points. They give themselves some loves.
Nice.
I have a joke, but because we're rated E, I can't make that joke. Yeah, no, like that's such like with hunting and stuff, they don't know. And it always cracks me up when video games try to implement stuff like that. And it doesn't work because of the AI pathing, the coding and stuff. It's just too complicated. You can't give it that natural response. But
yeah,
that's one thing I will say about Reforger's AI. It's the AI we've dreamed of for Arma 3.
Yeah.
So I love
AI is really good.
It was so satisfying to like you're engaging the AI and they're suppressed. They're moving to get out of suppression and stuff, taking cover and everything. And then it reversed the role where we were being suppressed and like part of the same squad of AI, 3 of them veered off and started a flanking maneuver and just killed like a bunch of us, which was absolutely perfect. And I believe we thought it was Val who was controlling them, and Val was like, "No, the AI did it on their own." And I'm just like, I'm so happy he said that.
Yeah, it is after dealing with slightly less intelligent AI from Arma 3. Working with Reforger AI is just a breath of fresh air. You're not fighting them all the time.
Oh yeah, and then with Space Engineers, when they introduced the AI blocks, I used to take I had a copy of the scripted AI block, and I would stick it on there because it was specifically programmed to just locate players, and if you had guns and ammo, it would know to use the guns and it would know to target the nearest player, or it would switch the target from targeting players to target the biggest player-powered object based on PCU side. So if you had a capital ship and your AI block has rockets, it's going to start attacking the capital ship and trying to disable it, which was actually pretty cool. And then when they refined it and you had that great the new AI blocks that gave it that more finer performance. Like I could program the AI blocks like, okay, I only want you targeting the engines. It'll target the engines. And you give it the turret AI block, and you could tell it, okay, your primary goal with the Gatling guns is just the rockets, players, and small grids. Won't attack the large grids at all. So I love all the AI stuff that they have, and I want to mess with it even more. So I'm looking forward to see what they take from SC1 and what they implement into SC2, because as Marek had said, he's not gonna implement everything from SC1 into SC2 because it would be super overwhelming. And what the hell did you type?
I tried to post a link to the Space Engineers 2 website of everything that's been released today, because people were asking if we spoke about Space Engineers.
You threw it in...
My chat blocks links.
My chat doesn't.
So but yeah, we've spoken about SC2 and we've moved on a bit.
Yeah, we veered into sci-fi World War II Pigeons world, which is the Blue Lobster campaign. It's its own freaking menace. Him, I can't wait to see what his next one. I think is like we're the cartel fighting the Chinese.
Yeah,
so that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. His working title for the campaign we've just done was Operation Reach Around, which I think he should have just left it like that.
Completely. My brain just stopped when I heard the word reach around.
Yeah, mine too. Mine malfunctioned for a hot second because I didn't even know that, and I was in the campaign.
Yeah. When he were working on the campaign we've just done, his working title was Operation Reach Around. Operation
Reach Around. That is a pigeon title. Pigeon Builds is a content creator with the Val's Arma Ops group and the Adventurers Guild, so go check out Pigeon Builds.
And he had a thing for hiding ducks.
Oh my god, when he had the giant duck in that one photo I had of Ray's, that photo hit 5K views. Everyone thought that photo was fantastic and hysterical. They're like, we didn't know you could have rubber ducks in Arma, and I'm just like, it doesn't.
No, you can't.
This is just the pigeon. This is Pigeon's campaign. This is Pigeon's Arma. Oh man, but that campaign was.
Seems pigeon. Of course, there's gonna be birds.
Yeah, exactly. The duck in the Rust clan base. Wait, did Pigeon play Rust? I don't remember that. He probably did play Rust. I just didn't know that. That's awesome.
We did send an APFSD against a giant duck in the river.
Oh my god, that was hysterical.
We got a confirmed kill on a 20-foot rubber duck.
Oh man, that's so funny. But yeah, so for SE and SE2, I'm excited to see what the future comes. There is going to be a major update coming in the following months for SE1, so just be on the lookout for that. I'm interested to see like what they're going to give us there, and I'm interested to see when SE2 comes out of its development stages. And like I said, I don't ever support AI when there's no disclaimer for it. So SC, more specifically, Keen Software House has been fully upfront, and they're using their own in-house built AI for the NPC stuff. So I'm actually pretty excited to see like how it's designed and stuff.
Yeah, we're using the AI for the enemy ships to fight against, which I think will make each like engagement its own unique engagement. Rather than just, oh, this thing's flown towards me, I'm just going to circle for it a bit. The AI will predict what you're going to do next, and we'll try and counter it.
Oh yeah,
Which should really lead to some interesting dogfights.
I can't wait for. I'm gonna sneak a peek at the Ares mod because I want to see. Because one thing I'm concerned about is it going to conflict with the ones that I have, or am I going to have to put in extra elbow grease to make sure that it works together?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just saying blanket statement. I have to actually look at it, rip apart the folders, and see what conflicts and what doesn't conflict.
I've got it down on a list of things to stream. You know, I do a lot of survival games with my brother Necromundane. So I've put Ares at War on the list to play through.
Nice.
Again, pick a side and flatten the other side, sort of thing on planet.
There's a couple of
And he's now,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, go on.
No, you were saying.
Yeah, he's never played Space Engineers before, so I want to
Oh
try and
my
get him into it.
god, he's gonna experience all the goodness before the hard times.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm thinking survival games. There's a couple of different ones that we could actually do. And there's some new ones. There's actually one specific one. This is sci-fi related, so I'm really happy I can actually say this for this stream, even though we veered off in different directions. Just Yapping Podcast, presented by the Adventurers Guild. Welcome, everybody. So Aloft is a sky survival. So you're in the skies and you're surviving from island to island. You can build island ships and stuff. It comes into early release January 15th. We've been part of them since day one. So this is an exciting part of Adventure Guild lore, that we're part of an adventure game that has been around for a while, and they featured us on their web pages as well. So this is
Nice.
this is going to be exciting for all of us when Aloft does come out in full. So, and I've done the multiplayer streams with people, and they loved our style of just going in and not knowing anything, because other people, they tried to do the same thing, but they got frustrated. But with us, all of our combined singular brain cell would figure things out in the most comical way possible. Like at one point, I sent Voxum flying off the map on accident, and then he was like, "Wait, I didn't die." And I was like, "Oh, where are you?" He's like, "Turn around." So then I slowly turned around, and I was just like, "Where did you come from?" And he goes like, "If you fall off, you teleport." And I was just like, "Oh, that's cool." So if you are looking for a survival, go check out Aloft. The demo version is available, and the multiplayer server should still be active. So if you two really want to dive into something that's really cool, and you're fighting, they're monsters to fight and monsters to rescue too. Like our ship, we called it the Steve Irwin, and then our attack ship, we named it after one of the developers, Nico. So we had the Nico, and then we had the our rescue and research ship, the Steve Irwin. So it's a lot of fun, a little bit of a learning curve, but genuinely, like if you want to check out a really cool game for you, Necro, or hell, if we want to get like a whole thing going, because my goal is to ultimately get a server for that, and to make it part of like our regular routine that we currently have going on.
Yeah.
Because I really do enjoy that game, and I feel like everybody would enjoy that game as well. And like I said, we've been with them since day one when they first released it for people to beta test and stream and stuff. So it's exciting. I'm excited. I can't wait to see where Astrolab Games goes further with this.
Yeah, I'll take a look. I mean, we got frustrated with the forest again, so we kind of left that. I mean, we did a stream of Return to Moria.
Oh God!
Which, yeah, that's a good game. We quite enjoyed that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, that's a total different step from the forest.
Yeah, we play anything as long as it's multiplayer. We'll give it a go.
There you go.
And yeah, we'll give that a look.
But we worked with the devs for the forest into when they introduced Sons of the Forest, and it was. I love the forest. Holds a special place in my heart because of me and Volksum. We've been best friends for decades now, and we played that game. Like one time, I went over to his house. We were playing the forest. It was 6 a.m, so I said, "All right, let's." So I think we got breakfast, and then we went back and continued playing. I think we played it for like 2 days straight, just the forest. It's memories like that game holds a special place in my heart. And then Sons of the Forest was absolutely phenomenal. All the new updates and stuff when they introduced. I actually have our series that is currently on hold. We haven't gone. All of us have a busy schedule, so we haven't had a chance to like jump back into it. It was called Straight Outta Sons of the Forest, and it had like the Straight Outta Compton logo on there and stuff. That merch coming soon. Insert small disclaimers. Merch coming soon. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, we cleared the Sons of the Forest. We absolutely love the Sons of the Forest. Like the best memory of Sons of the Forest is that three-hand woman giving her a shotgun and then finding out that you can also give her a pistol. So
oh my god,
she had a pump shotgun in her normal arms, and in the third arm she's got a 9mm and just wasting a full clan of cannibals. It's like the best thing ever. And then like the forest, we spent a lot of time going, ooh, I wonder what's in that there cave. So we'd go in and anyway we found this one cave, and it took us about 3 hours to get to the bottom. To only find that you need a card to get through this door.
Oh my god, I know the exact spot you're talking about. That frustrated me.
3 hours it took us to get down there, and then next like all the way back up, and we just went, nah, sorry, leave it.
I don't blame you.
Nah,
I don't blame you at all.
Return to Mario 3 on Epic Store. So it's like, yeah, we'll just grab that and play that, and we've been having loads of fun with it.
That's a good one. That's a classic. It's free on the Epic Store? Oh, that's awesome. Gotta love Epic.
It was. I think the game might have changed now.
Sad open noises.
Yeah,
Yeah. Obi.
Vampires.
I'm running out of steam.
What's up?
I said I'm running out of steam.
Should we?
No, time to end the stream, man.
Oh, jeez, I'm so sorry. I see. This is why we're called the Just Yapping Podcast, because we're going to keep talking.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so.
Not shut up.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
If you don't put brakes on us, we will keep going.
Yeah, that's why
You guys keep, yeah.
I copyrighted it.
Yes.
No, we can. I think we should stream, because I just realized what time it is, and I want to have time to jump into Space Engineers for a bit. before I have to actually jump into the Space Engineers server and start the recording. Because I gotta get that server tour done. But I really want to play Space Engineers since I've got the SE tism right now. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm probably gonna end up building.
The need.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up.
What word? Never mind. I'm just gonna try and find a word that rhymes with speed or need, but I don't know of one to create for that means create.
All right, you just hurt my brain because I tried to figure that out.
Yeah.
My brain malfunctioned for a second.
No.
No, you're a
no
weed.
Empathy. We do not have the need for that.
Oh, weed, greed, feed. Oh no, he's giving you the rhymes. Peed. No.
Just listing off.
He said peed. That's funny. Sneed, obviously. You're right. All right, chat. You're gonna get us distracted. We have our captain who needs a nap. Mal, I think it's like what, almost 8 o'clock for you.
I need to no.
Go on.
Oh yeah, no. I was just thinking to myself. I still didn't finish that video, and I'm like, I'm panicking because I don't get a break. I get to work more. I just can't do it on stream because it'll crash my everything with how much memory it eats.
That's true. That's true. That checks out. And I hear your manager is a bit of a hard ass. Points.
So essentially, this guy, shut the hell up. I'm trying to work.
Would you like to just do a blanket end so this way we could all just end our streams at the same time, or you want to individually end?
Yeah, we can do a blanket end. Do we want to all raid somebody?
No, because I'm gonna be going live again. So so
Okay.
I just need
My viewers.
I need my viewers to come back to me.
All right, cool.
Alrighty, so ladies and gentlemen of the streams, thank y'all. Oh my God, Strange, how are you?
Strange, hi.
Hi. Oh man, alrighty. So ladies and gentlemen of the streams, thank you all for tuning in and joining us for the Just Yapping podcast presented by the Avengers Guild. Shout out to our sponsors over at Space Engineers for being absolutely amazing. We are excited for Space Engineers 2. Space Engineers 2 is available on Steam, so you guys can go check it out and sign up for the pre-orders. I recommend it. It is, correct me if I'm wrong, $30 slice?
Yes.
$30.
And
Gotcha.
15 for the DLC.
15 for the DLC. So you get the Pioneer Edition. If you want to do like that, that's their version of the Supporter Edition. I'm gonna be well. I don't have to gotta be. I apparently already have it, so I didn't even know I had it. Stop being angry, Val.
Magic.
So again, shout out to our.
I would just pick what I can't repeat on this stream, but you get what I'm thinking.
I know what you're thinking. I'm still gonna throw up the link for Space Engineers 1. If you guys are interested, we are Space. Oh, I'm a Space Engineers partner, not an affiliate. Whoops. You guys go check out the game right there via that link.
Upgrades, people. Upgrades,
folks. Alrighty, and on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Time to go.
I'm better off alone. Something better came along, but I can't let you go. But I can't let you go. But I can't let you go. But maybe you found someone. I'm better off alone. Something better came along. Maybe I was wrong for the first time. And maybe this was all just in my mind. We'll rise and fall and start again. God knows when we'll reach the end, and every single thing might fall apart. But I can't let you go. But maybe you found someone. I'm better off alone. Something better came along, but I can't let you go.
party every day, party every day. Party every day, party every day. We like to party every day, party every day. Party every day, party every day. We like to